Starting. And let me know when it go live when y'all see it, and I'll let you know if I see it. Oh, yep, I see it on YouTube quick. All right. Live. All right. Round 2. And we are live again. Thank you, OBS. Welcome to the Iron Lords podcast and the Lords of Gaming.net, episode number 132. And it's another glorious Sunday, and we're back at the round table, not thanks to OBS, on the Lord's Day. I'm very excited about it.
I just want everyone to talk real quick to make sure everyone sounds
everybody
fine.
sound good. Let's make sure, because you know I'm about to get into it. 1, 2, give me everybody count some numbers off.
1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Bushes.
Attic, how we sounding? Can I continue?
Hold up.
Mm-hmm. Is everybody?
Yeah, I can hear everyone fine.
Everybody
Audio's
underwater?
fine.
All right, no one's underwater. Yeah. We are back.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
Said you all sound sexy.
And it's another glorious Sunday back at the round table. Very excited about our special guests. We got very special announcements. Xbox console streaming, BlizzCon 2019, DeathStranding, Xbox All Access, and EA going back to Steam to discuss. So we're going to get right into it. Tayachu, God, what did you do? I didn't do anything. So, yes, I want to introduce a Lord who, in my opinion, is not only a great friend to the realm, but is truly the owner of some of the most balanced perspectives in the entire gaming community. Whether it be his passionate takes on the games industry, sensational editorials, or being an advocate for mental health, this Lord is definitely an ambassador for the culture. Introducing the creator and host of the Undead 3XVI YouTube channel and Gaming Perspective podcast. Still one of the best freelance editors in the game, Lord of Baldur's Gate, and the greatest pronunciation of a boat you will ever hear. Gaming's King of the North, live from Canada and making his return into the realm of the Lord. My man, Lord Undead 3XVI. How you doing, sir?
Glad to be back here for the second time.
I feel like that's deja vu.
I feel like I didn't even say that.
It's fantastic.
That was brand new.
Hey, Undead, I didn't know you was in Canada. Check it out. Like, I was going to do a trip over there. Do you see Niagara Falls all the time?
Really doing
Yo, this sounds like a completely new conversation, man. This is just really unique. What's going on, man? Thank you for surviving the difficulties.
I heard you see it every day when you're going to work.
We didn't talk about any of this.
You know, in New York
This is the
City,
first time.
we take it for granted that we see the Statue of Liberty and we see other buildings. That's crazy.
What's been going on, sir? Long time back in the realm. How have you been, man?
I'm good. Glad to be here. I got an empty bucket beside me for all the knees that people are going to catch in this show. And we're going to get at it.
Oh,
No doubt. You already know, man. Got Lord Undead in the building. And of course, you know, we got the original Lords of the Round Table. Those 4 horsemen of gaming. My co-host with the co-most. My brother from another mother. The difficult game conqueror. Lord of reviews. And the how of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict. How you doing, sir?
Still over here on, strike, still demanding my intro. We still haven't got it yet. You know, people have to. We really might have to go do a strike, man. I won't be here next week. Oh, never mind. It's the week after that. I won't be here next week after that.
Salute, bro, man. Don't put no fat rats outside of IOP. Don't be trying to stop any movements.
Man.
Don't stop any movements, man.
Oh, man.
What you been playing, man? Just been Destiny back on PC, sir?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Destiny. I'm probably going to play some Luigi's Mansion here in the next couple of days.
Nice. That's it, man. Anything else planned? You got Outer Worlds. You finished it, right?
Yeah, I beat it. Oh, that's right. I didn't beat it last time I was here. I beat it literally an hour or two after the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Although we already got a super chat. Let me go ahead and take care of this. We've got a $5 super chat. I'm pretty sure that's Fat Daddy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he changes his name. Cog, you know you can't be trying to host a podcast using AOL L. 1,000-hour trial. Just do better, sir.
Wow.
Do better.
Why I gotta
You know what? You might be on to something.
Cat Daddy, why I gotta have the AOL trial disc with the
Why said you got the trial disc?
The AOL trial disc with the 100 kilobyte download.
Yeah. Bro, why you trying to get me with the 33.6 modem, man? With the crackling sound. Damn, bro. What's up, yo? Shout out to the chat, everybody sticking with us, man. We appreciate it. OBS, man. In the bushes.
Trust me on God, I'm gonna make it worth your while.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a fun show.
You know what? Yeah, You know what I blame for our unfortunate events?
What you blame?
I'm gonna blame Kitsmooth for no reason.
Oh my God! Shout out to Kitsmooth.
Wicked.
And of course, we have our most technical gaming lord, the solo gamer who lives for the single-player selfish experience, and also the Stradamus, Mr. Offline Profile Illuminati and Lord Patreon of the Iron Bank, my man, Lord Sovereign. How you doing, sir?
What's going on, fellas? Good morning.
What's up, Smooth? What's up, Smooth? Chilling. Everything's good. Morning.
Everything is beautiful. You know.
Yeah, they're gonna be looking.
Sports last night. Oh no, I know they're looking for it.
So let's get into your monster. You know what I'm gonna get into
the mic.
Mm-hmm.
I have to tell you, man. Like Maz, you know when a fighter. Mm-hmm. You think he sort of plateaued and then he figures something out.
Yeah, good analogy. Great analogy.
And that's what Masvidal has done. He's figured something out. And on top of that, he's admittedly he's never trained as hard as he has now. Like he realized, look, I'm not giving it the effort that I need to give it.
Yes.
I need to change up how I do things. And the results are evident. The dude, obviously, I mean, fighting in backyards with Kimbo Slice and stuff like this dude.
I didn't even know that until King put me on.
That's the funny thing. I've seen those videos a million times.
I didn't know that was him.
And didn't know what ponytail.
Exactly.
Oh, hold on, Saul. Grab that super chat. Then continue.
Hold on 1 second. Let me look at the super chat. Shout out to 108 Dragons TV with the $5 super chat. Shout out to the Realm and keep up the great content. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother. Hey, yo, 108. I think you on to something.
Great. Ghost of Supreme. You keep calling for my knees. I'll let you borrow my knees because that'll give you like a good 6 more inches of height. I love you though. I love you.
He said his knees give you 6 more inches.
Oh man. Oh, hold on. Dizzy's back on target right now.
Perfectly followed by I Dizzy with the $2 super chat. Let us not forget the knees, King Osav. So I will let Supreme borrow them first, and then I'll take them back.
So King, how you feel that Dizzy comes at you every week over these knees?
I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because the level of dedication, this man, I can't take. I really, honestly feel super flattered at this point now that he actually has invested into this situation. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take all the money. We're gonna give it back to you. So when you put your PlayStation disc inside, you can actually play back to back. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save it all.
You're gonna put that Destiny 2 in that PS5. It's gonna be like, okay, you can definitely play this for $9.99 from your local bank. We take debit. We take MasterCard.
Listen, they're not taking that. They want Bitcoin. Untraceable currency.
Exactly. Fake currency.
What you thought, man? We thought he turned the corner, man. We think
I think he's just turned the corner, man. Like he's a beast. He's turned that corner and he's figured out what it takes for him to win and be successful. The dude's boxing. Like when you in there against Nate Diaz, the boxing has to be on point. And if there's anybody who has boxing comparable to him, is Masvidal.
No doubt. Oh, wow. Hold on, let me grab this for my boy Stitch. 6669 with the $2 super chat. Good day, Lords. Konami was up to something. Oh, he ready. He ready for that topic. He's ready.
He's ready for that smoke. Real soft. Yo, did you watch any of the vlogs of what he was doing, like training going up? Because I think this is the Masvidal being what I wanted it to be. Because let's not forget, man, what he did to Askren, right? That's not. I think it's on record for probably the shortest fight in UFC history.
It is. They're calling it 5 seconds, but it's actually about 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's about 3 seconds because he didn't have to do anything else. But I watched the vlogs, right? And I was looking at everything, and they had multiple different streams. Like one was talking about the history in the past. The other one was talking about his training. And the other one was talking about the psyche of a fighter going forward, right? So I felt that UFC was letting this rock really hard. One of them was promoted by UFC, one was promoted by him, and another was promoted by Independent. And I thought, because I called for it before, that they needed to push this guy to the forefront and start showing him in his light. Let's start celebrating the hard work of this Cuban that came over. You know, his father brought him over on his back. You know,
yo, he came with the Scarface music, y'all. That was
it
fire.
It was beautiful.
Fire.
I felt. I really wished I would have got a chance to watch this with you.
Yeah.
You know, with you guys, to get that old school feel back.
Yeah.
Because this was a bully versus a bully.
Yes.
Exactly. And the bullies respecting each other. That's the thing.
Yeah, facts.
Man.
Facts.
It was no shenanigans going up to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually it's shenanigans.
And then even after, obviously, we know it was, I don't say early stoppage, but at the end of the day, yeah, Nick was bloodied. But it was just one of those things that it's like, damn, we just wish it would have continued. Even though Masvidal was piecing him, let's just keep it true all the way.
But you see, the thing is, Nick, you never know. He gets that.
Yeah,
neck.
see that.
Listen, hold on. Christopher Hart. Be patient, sir. Patient, sir. Listen.
Wait, hold on. I didn't see color.
No. You know, listen.
Did someone say anything? Did you?
I gotta give him some respect. I'm gonna go into that. Yo, Christopher, I just want you to buckle in. I just want I want you to, whatever chair you sitting in right now, I hope it got a seat belt.
Oh man,
buckle in. I got you.
All I was gonna say is that, like, I agree with you, Soft. Like, you just wish. Because even though Masvidal was doing everything, he's clearly won the fight at the point of the stoppage. But you just wish it goes on, because we know Nick gets stronger as it goes on. And if we want to see if Masvidal would have passed that test, but the cool thing, he was like, yo, we could run it back. You know what I'm saying? Both of them was willing to run it back. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, it was great fight. That's what I thought. Anything else you've been doing, watching, playing? What's going on?
Yeah, of course, the boxing, but I'll leave that to King.
Yes.
When we get into the King, but I played a little bit of Outer Worlds this morning. I really want to get into that, but I'm working crazy. Yeah. I did play some Luigi's Mansion away from home. I did. I didn't play Dark Moon. I didn't play really a lot of the original Luigi's Mansion when it came out for GameCube. So this is really my first one. It's a really pretty game, man. Like it's a very nice little release before the big guns come and Pokemon comes. But I'm enjoying it so far. No
doubt. Shout out to Victor Alistine with the $2 super chat. What's good, Lords? Fine Sunday here. Salute Victor Alistine. And of course, we have the incredible Hulk of this, aka the Excess Gamer.
Ooh.
The Lord of Combat Sports. King of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience, and is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King. How you doing, sir?
Soaking that air. If anybody got a chance to watch that,
you better not do the Death Stranding stuff. We're saving that for the.
Oh no!
I don't want to hear nothing about Death Stranding, because I gotta be with you on this.
I got you. Listen,
Chief Tommy instructed me to keep you two in check. He said that's what he told me.
If you look at my phone,
you ain't keeping nothing to check today, Chief Tommy. It's going in.
Go ahead, King.
If you look at my phone, you see the Zone app right there.
Yes.
I had to bend the knee to Eddie Hearn and his DAZN witchery. Let me tell you something. Like, okay, so they got this is what the app does. The app is about fighting MMA. It has a whole broad spectrum of sports, right? So it's a sports app. It's going at ESPN, and it's $100 for the year or $20 a month. I pay for the year. 12 months. For $10, less than $10 a month is worth it. You get over. I think it's like 100 fights a month
for
that price. Yeah, it's definitely worth the bang for the buck, and it was good fights coming up. And this was the way I was going to get a chance to see Canelo versus Kovalev. Now, Henry Armstrong is the only person that was holding 3 belts at the same time that was in 3 different weight divisions, right? So he conquered 3 different champions at the same time, holding those belts without relinquishing any belts.
Oh, okay.
The only person that has done that since Henry Armstrong is Canelo Alvarez now, as of this moment. So if you got a chance to watch this fight, you saw the cash cow, the money cash cow that's in boxing right now. Don't forget that one L that he has on his record, Floyd Mayweather gave him that L, and he made it look like it was a walk in the park.
Yeah. Facts.
All right. Now, this is not to discredit Canelo. That's to just show you how great Floyd is. Canelo is a transcendent fighter. All right, he's otherworldly. Everybody thought he was scared of Triple G. He fought Triple G twice, and he said, "There's no need for me to show the guy. He has nothing to offer me. I'm going to bigger and better things. I'm looking for greater challenges."
Even though it's not in color, Taza Witry is coming at you. He said, "Get at Canelo soft blank." He said, "We're gonna see if he real, if he stay at lightweight. He not buying the Canelo talk."
Listen, I got you. Let me explain a couple of things. As a boxer, you map out your strategy to get to your goals, right? Now, this guy is chasing legacy. He's not chasing the dollars. He already gets the money, right? He's chasing to have his name stamped on a level. Now, there's other Mexicans that came out that did not appreciate him fighting old fighters. Right? It did not appreciate them fighting shot fighters. It's not his fault that man was champion and he decided to take the fight. And when you decide to take the fight from the cash cow, of course, Kovalev got $13 million to get his head smoked yesterday. Okay, $13 million. Now, there's other dudes that could have took $13 million to get their head smoked, and I'm pretty sure Canelo would definitely bring that smoke. One thing we won't do is say that this man does never come up. Every time he comes into that ring, he comes in shape, he comes ready to fight, and he leaves his heart out on that floor. Now, how he gets there is two different things. If he chooses to don't fight, who he didn't fight, because he fought Danny Jacobs. Y'all thought he wasn't going to fight Danny Jacobs. Right. He fought Triple G. You thought he wasn't going to fight Triple G. He went up and fought every champion there. Just because he didn't fight the Charlo brothers. No. There's no money there. He's going to where there's less risk, high reward, instead of high risk, no reward. Because you beat Charlo. Not too many people know Charlo, but a lot of dudes know Kovalev.
Facts.
All right? So we're not going to get down on a fighter that just made history last night.
I feel that.
Right?
And because we saw the three pieces. Let's get to the three pieces of the biscuit.
Okay, so they're fighting the whole fight, and Kovalev is keeping them off the whole fight. And I thought Kovalev was winning the fight. I'm not even going to BS you guys. I said to myself, Kovalev is going to pull this off. And then he hit him on the top of the head, and that knee did that thing. When your knee did that thing, his knee did that thing. You know what that knee is.
Off and squabble.
He was off and squabble. He was the boogaloo. He was electric boogaloo too.
His beam wasn't right. And then I saw Canelo eyes. Canelo eyes lit up like candy. You know how when kids see candy, it's Christmas.
Oh, hold on. Shout out to 108. Because with the 2 hours super chat, he learned from Floyd fight and he grew in boxing. That's what my boy.
Yes, sir. You're on to something. So, okay. So, he hit him with a right hand to the top of the head, set it back up with a jab, then came over with that right that crushed his soul and ended him with that left hook against the ropes. With that the body shots that he was giving this dude when he kissed the ropes, when his lips was against the rope at the end, and you saw a defeated champion, my heart sank.
Yeah.
Because you're not coming back from that.
Yo, I saw that joint. I was like, bro, why is this man making out? It's like he wanted a private moment with the rope, and he just slumped to the side like, it's just me and you, baby. Like it was just funny. I never seen a man slump like that and just stay in that position. It's a very intimate position.
Though, the rope in his lip, though. The rope with his lips, though. All right. Listen, guys. You know, a lot of times we haven't had man talk in a minute.
Oh, hashtag man talk.
Let me take off this hat real quick.
Oh, get ready.
Because a lot of times people don't understand man talk. I saw this week. I had to put out a tweet. I saw this week. Dudes was coming at the throne. Now indirectly, right? It's not dudes. It's one dude. And this switch inside this habitual line stepper dude. And listen, when you're a turncoat, we don't look at you the same, Benedict Arnold. Man. And y'all should get that. You understand? You should understand when you're Benedict Arnold, when you slip over there, you go over there and you're talking stuff just for the likes and the views and the comments, but then you see something that's real and you're trying to attach your name to something that's real, that's gonna hurt your feelings. Let me tell you something. Christopher Hart stood up for somebody that he shouldn't have stood up for. Because I rep Christopher Hart more than the so-called bozos that he's out here repping.
Oh, my God.
All right? So he put up there, he talked about The
you got receipt. Why you had to bring out?
You talk about the PlayStation VR, right? This is my PlayStation VR. Put the crown on my head, right? It's there. You see that? Listen,
so wait, King, they try to say the King ain't have receipt. The King wasn't about that life.
It's dusty. It's dusty.
So King, so what you saying is, so you trying to say dudes don't be repping what they
dudes don't got what they talk about. You see, this is a PlayStation controller from date and date of purchase. You know, you can look. It's the old one, the first one. When I went to the store, when I purchased 3 PlayStation systems, and I got 3 extra controllers. Yeah. All right. Then when they went up to the Pro, I went and got 3 Pros.
Oh, man.
All right. This is one. This is one of my Vitas. This is one of my Vitas. One of them. One of them.
Stunting on the gram right now. He's stunting on the gram.
Man, King, what if I told you about taking my Vitas?
I got 3 of them. I got 3 of them. One is modded, and the other one is regular. Now you heard that? You heard that? Listen. You hear that? Who got this?
What's that?
Wow. Who was down with
PSP,
them? And I got the crispy color. Who was down with them when they was doing this?
Oh, let's talk about it.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Nobody was down with them when they were doing that.
Listen, I support PlayStation more than you so-called bozos that's out here running around talking all that mess. You listen, y'all want to start a channel and talk about you switch sides, you're going to throw your Xbox in the bushes. Financial reasons is why you did that. Likes is why you did that. You can't support 2 ecosystems is why you did that. Man, tell the people the truth. Don't tell nobody no BS.
So it's not green versus blue. It's green versus broke. What's going on? What we talking right now? Is this buddy talk? What we doing?
See, what they try to do, they try to have us as separatists. Listen. What happened when it was video games was supposed to be our last bastion that had us together? You know, I was the guy in school. I'm gonna give you a story real quick, a small story.
Man talk.
It's still man talk. All right. So it's this kid that's in the yard, and he always keeps to himself. And he had a Game Boy when the Game Boy first came out, and he's sitting there playing his Game Boy. And some of my friends decided it was a good thing to start bullying this kid because he was playing the Game Boy. So they went over there, and I had a Nintendo in my house, and my heart. I went over there. I'm like, yo, what you doing?
Can't do that, baby.
What you doing? You ain't gonna bully old boy. And me and him had such the great friendship from there because we started talking about the games and what we played. He come over to my house. I went over to his house, and then we found more of us. When we was ridiculed and we was laughed at, and we're not being laughed at now, guys.
Exactly. We the cool kids now. And let me jump in because I know you're doing man talk, but you really. Okay, go for it.
It's just 2 things, and then I'm gonna let you get at it because these dudes don't understand. Somewhere along the line is a separatist agenda. They're trying to make you feel like you have to choose. There's no choice. The only choice is games. So if you financially can't handle one thing, it's cool. Your man's supposed to pick you up in that area. You're supposed to be able to go to your man's house and play that PlayStation. If you can't afford 2 ecosystems, you're supposed to be in a community that allows you to flourish, not talk down on somebody because financially they can't handle something.
Lord's work.
So we got some super chats real quick. Handle before King goes back on his rant. We got the $2 from Shroom Kingdom. Wow, the PSP. Go to the original SAT edition. You got that, King?
Yes.
He's got that. Okay, so we got a $2 super chat from 1-8 Dragon saying Christina Fart be frauding.
Easy.
I'm just reading, man. Reading what's on the screen.
I know.
So I got the $5 super chat. I'm not going to try to butcher your name, but I'll try. Tazuchi, or I don't know. Probably
that's my boy.
Tazuchi,
have a great show, Lords. King, stop. The King said, "Stop pocket watching."
Stop pocket watching. Yeah,
that's right.
Man. Go ahead, King. Finish up, bro.
So, all right. So, listen, we have to start this is why we're different. We're not going to talk that whole, everybody here has everything. All right. So we're not going to sit here. Maybe I might joke around on some PlayStation, or I might joke around on some Nintendo. I'm not trying to have beef over video games that you are my brother.
Facts.
You are my sister. We are together here.
Facts. And I'll just finish up on the joint. Yeah, like King, you just like, that's why all this thing, you use a term that I always laugh. You call it weirdo energy. And it's like, the thing is, it's a lot of weirdo energy. And at the end of the day, the reason why I don't even involve with it is because I don't care what side you on. You pick up a controller, you my bro. Automatic off rip. So at the end of the day, that's what unifies us. All this separatist joint, it is a lot of pocket watching. And there's a lot of people who maybe they can't afford, or whatever their situation is, both things. That's fine. You made a decision. But there's no need for us to be separate when we all gamers and we all love the same damn thing. Like, that's ridiculous. So yeah, salute. Oh man, the super chats is rolling in. Shout out to Philly Eagle. King David just turned both keys, dropped some nukes. Yo, shout out to Pixel Bit G, my bro. King talking my language. Gamers loves games. Full stop. We play them all across platforms. Diehards are masking their wallets with fandom. Woo!
And you know, the funny thing is, you know, we might joke around, but literally we all play every game almost. Almost every game that comes out. You know, King might clown a little bit more than I do on the Switch, but you know, we still play these games. So.
Listen, you just said Luigi Mansion. I was like, oh my God, is out?
Yeah, bro, facts, man. That's what it is.
I'll throw my 5 cents.
Please,
I'll
please
say
do.
this much. And people on social media, I am a single income family with 2 kids. I got a PlayStation, I got an Xbox. The idea that if you buy a specific video game console, you go to the store, you go to your Walmart, your Costco, and you spend $400 on a console, and that makes you special, it does not. And people that sit there and talk crap about it, it's like, I can go to Walmart and buy a PS4 for $299. I can go to Walmart and get an Xbox for $299. This does not make you any better than anyone else.
Preach it, brother. Right. Preach it, brother.
You're on a level playing field. If you want to go spend $7,000 on a PC, be my guest. You want to go buy an Xbox One X? You want to buy 10 Xbox One X?
Go play $7,000 to build a fantastic PC and play solitaire.
Yo, shout out to Lord Lemon 108. Get your, with the follow super chat, get your weight up. I work harder. Don't be a window shopper. We gamers and I game on everything. Hashtag, you already know pocket watching. You already know. You know what I'm saying?
But
that sounds like something King would say. Don't be a window shopper.
Yeah, yo, straight up. King,
yes,
you know
this is the truth.
108 know the vibes.
Man,
you know
I'm
the
gonna
vibes.
window shop all day long.
And it's cool.
Listen, we got another segment later on that's going to go into affordable stuff and stuff that's happening, guys. It breaks my heart when I sit there and I watch the narrative being switched, and you guys go at each other so hard in these chats. And yeah, I'm
for
gonna
no
joke
reason.
around.
For literally no reason.
There's no reason, because you're just masking your insecurities. Anytime you can do something of that nature to another individual that you have a common bond with, that when y'all get off of that phone and stop tweeting, you gonna go in your living room and your bedroom and you gonna turn your game on. You're both doing the same thing.
That's what's up. King with discernment today. Let me get going. We got a long show. But King, salute, bro. You killed it, man. You killed it on that one. Of course, you already know me. LordCognito of the cooperative experience, the gaming ninja. Same old stuff, man. I mean, for me, it's just been Outer Worlds. I got to play a little bit more, get a little bit farther. Obviously, XCloud, I will discuss on my segment about how the console streaming is going, shadow keeping, doing that goodness, and that's it. But we got a lot to show y'all, so let's get into it. LordSov, we got some announcements, man.
Yeah, man, we got some bills to pay. Obviously, you know. First Sunday of the month, so obviously we're doing that Patreon, and of course we have some winners to announce and our Gleam giveaway. So we're gonna go with the Patreon first, because you know, gotta show love to our patrons. Absolutely, every single month I reiterate this. Thank you guys for all the support you give us. Every single month we get new patrons coming in. It's fantastic, the love and the support you guys show us. So thank you, we really appreciate it. Right, so let's get into these shout outs. Let's start off first with our boy, the Lord, who's finally joining the Lord when it comes to roundtable reviews, Lord J Meds.
Salute, J-Man. That's our Joker brother right there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Salute. Oh, salute to J-Man. He put me on where the chicken sandwich is at for Popeye, so I'm going to get that. salute to J-Man.
Yo, those things are like the dodo, man. You can't find that. Like,
He put me on a spot near me. He was like, yo, I got you, Cog.
Disgusting.
Listen, man, that's a true friend. A true friend to tell you where the Popeye chicken sandwiches is at.
A true friend will not allow you to eat that poison. Man.
All I know is when I go to New York City in February, if I get any busted Popeyes chicken sandwich, I'm coming straight for everybody's.
Oh, bro, pull up. You already know.
Listen, we take them to the what's that place you like to go to, Sav?
Which one?
Plataforma.
Yeah,
Plataforma.
Yeah, we take him there to, so he can get some of those LeBrons.
Yeah.
LeBrons. Yeah, because I still got some Groupons for that.
When you drink it, you got Le Blanc. Continue.
Treat you nice out here.
And of course, shout out to our forever patron, Lord Corey Lydick, aka Lord Whiskey.
Always with me, brother.
Always.
You always be on that wall, bro. That's my bro. Lord Whiskey, that's sleep in peace, King.
And of course, Lord, followed by Lord Slow Mo Back Slap. Thank you for the support, my brother.
Salute.
Next up, we have Lord HB33. Thank you, sir, for the support.
Salute to Cat Daddy Fast Daddy $2 super chat. Don't eat that fake foul. It's clone meat, bro. I gotta try it, man. I need the crack in my life. Continue.
He said, "I do not think you on to something."
I don't think you on to something. I want that. Continue, sir.
Next up, we have Lord Nintendo Direct. Thank you, sir.
Nintendo.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That's my dude.
That's what's up.
And of course, next up we have UFC fan 0321, aka Wraith the Emperor.
Wraith the Emperor, always trolling us, man.
Yes.
Salute.
Yeah. Next up we have Lord QX7 Masters. Thank you, my brother.
QX7, salute.
Ooh.
And then of course Lord Zorro.
Look, Zorro.
Thank you for the support.
Salute, brother. Thank you.
Next up, we have Lord Fastback 6768.
That's what's up, Lord of the NLG and Dallas Cowboy himself. He's killing that fantasy league. I'm mad. He beating everybody in the Iron Lord Fantasy League. Continue.
And of course, our brother in the chat, Lord Stitch 6669.
Stitch, his favorite system is the Switch. Continue.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
That's what he comes here for every
week. He comes for that Switch slander. He loves when King goes Switch slander. Continue.
Followed by Lord Vagabondo. Thank you, sir, for the support.
That's my homie. Destiny homie, too. Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have one of the most positive brothers in all of these YouTube streets. We have our friend, Lord Gaming Forte.
Oh, salute Forte. He be giving a lot of inspirational stuff from games.
Yeah.
Inspirational stuff, showing a lot of love. I was feeling that the Halloween. He was in. He was in.
Salute to my bro. That's what's up. Mm-hmm.
And of course, our esteemed guest today, Lord Undead 3XBI.
Live and direct. Lord
Undead, I just have to inquire, was the bag dropped off, sir?
The bag shows bribery.
The bag has arrived.
The bag has arrived.
Just making sure.
He's bearing gifts. He's bearing gifts from the north.
From the north.
Yeah.
Good to you.
Next up, we have Lord Lynchpin. Thank you, sir, for the support.
Oh, Germany in the building. That's my bro.
Oh, he's from Germany?
Yeah, man. That's Germany.
Oh, yeah. He definitely be out here on my tweets. That's my dude.
Yeah.
Next up, we have the Lord of XCloud, Lord Bill Stillwell.
Ooh, the great wall of Bill. Salute.
Y'all gonna know his greatness soon.
Soon. Facts. Mm-hmm.
And of course, one of our brothers from across the pond, Lord Sammy Prescott. Thank you, sir.
Savage Sammy.
Ooh.
Next up, we have Lord Night Music. Thank you, sir.
Oh, he was early. He was number one in the chat, I believe. First.
Number one in the chat. Number one in the chat. Monkey Punch, you falling off, man. You're not first in them chats anymore.
He working.
Sleeping in. You sleeping in.
He working, man. That man work hard.
Salute Punch.
Next up, friend and brother to the realm, the Lord of the Chancletas, Lord Brat.
Lord Flip Flop himself. Salute the Brat, man. Day one supporter. Salute.
PC Master Race.
PC Master Race himself.
And of course, our very first patron, Lord Monkey Punch himself, Michael Lugo.
Day one,
Yes.
Chi-Town finest, brother. Drunk with that brother in the
Yeah.
shot.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have the Lord of the Stream Team and the King of the Bandhammers himself, Lord Snaldo.
Oh, he do so
Who
much
once
for the
again,
round.
I have to shout out for the hard work he does
Yeah,
in
salute.
banning these fraudulent accounts. that try
Yo,
to
his
sneak their way.
yeah. He
It was
just
something in the realm. It was like 10,000.
wow.
They were trying to get that game,
They
man.
trying to get them games, man. They want that Kojima. They yo, it's
Yeah,
real out
they
here.
really tried it.
It's
They
real
really
out here.
tried.
Salute, Petey. You know what I'm saying? Salute.
No doubt. And up next, of course, family from the cradle to the grave, aka Lord Loaded Pixels. M
man.
Bird, not Bird.
Yes, thank
Bird.
you. Thank you. I might have to ask you not to even say it. No, I'm saying- just call him Colbera so we know. You know what I'm saying?
Colbera.
Yeah. Shout out to Lynchfin from Germany with the 5. I
man.
don't know what's the currency
Pounds
in
was a
Germany.
pound.
It
No,
looked like a pound,
no,
but German-
that's not pounds. He's
I don't know
German.
what German culture,
Yeah.
but Guten Morgen, good morning from Germany. Good,
morning.
lords, happy Sunday to y'all. Gamers unite. You already know that's what I do right there.
Guten
Salute.
Tag. Guten Tag.
How you say it? Guten Morgen? I like
He
that.
said good morning, guy. That's morning. I guess that's mean good
Yeah.
morning.
See, we're gonna see you at Gamescom one year, brother. Trust
Yes,
me. Lord's
sir.
got that plan for you. We'll definitely link up.
And you got to show me where that good beer is at, because I heard they got the real beer. We got fake beer.
That October.
Yeah.
What else we got, Saul?
Next up, we have Lord Tazoichi.
Tazoichi. You already know the fighting guard. He was on us. He was on the tweets. He was like, yo, y'all
He-
better
he-
talk about that
yeah.
UFC and that boxing. Y'all better talk about that. Salute to Tazoichi.
Yeah, he was not playing.
Shout out to Brat with the $2 super chat. I heard PC Master Race. Chancleta in the house.
In the heathen.
Woo! Continue.
Next up, we have Lord Cat Daddy Fat Stack,
Ow!
aka CDFS Lurk Too Cold. Thank
That's
you,
my-
sir, for the
that's my
support, my
dog.
brother.
Hey, the man with all the color shirts.
Word. Bro, I still remember that pick he put up, man. That was made
It
us
was
proud.
epic.
Bro.
Yeah, that was
Epic.
love. That was love.
Facts.
And of course, next up, we have Lord Jaime Pereira.
Oh, Lord
Oh.
Jameson. Yeah, that's what we
Jameson.
did. Yeah, that's what we did on Roundtable Reviews. The one, I forgot which movie we did.
Yes.
With. But yeah, shout out to him on that one, man. We did the Spider-Man, the Homecoming. I mean,
Yeah, you did the Homecoming, yeah.
Salute to my bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm waiting for the viewership to get a little bit livelier, because I got something to drop on you guys. I got something to drop
Oh,
on
yeah, it's
you
coming.
guys.
It's coming. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
Oh, here we go.
I believe NOK is the Netherlands or something like that, right? What was it?
We do this every week, but you don't say nothing.
Captain Prompt, please say something with the 20 whatever currency from your country. I believe it was Norway or I forget.
Yeah,
Man.
Norwegian, right?
Norwegian krone. Yeah.
Norwegian, yo, shout out, but please leave a comment so we can get some words in for that, man. We want to shout you out, brother. Thank you so much, man. Really, really appreciate it.
And of course, last but never least, our friend from across the pond, our brother from across the pond, Lord DeathStranding.
That's my brother
Oh,
right
wait
there.
a minute. Captain Prompt, salute from BlizzCon. BlizzCon, is that you? We played Destiny. You was in the PC Discord. Let me know if that's you, because I remember that BlizzCon name. Salute, brother, from Norway. You already know.
And that is it for our patrons. Thank you once again for the monthly support, guys. We really appreciate it. As I've said before, none of this is possible without you guys. So thank you for everything. And of course, like you guys, anything you guys want to see us do, add or whatever, just leave it, whatever. Just get at us on Twitter, get at us on in the Patreon. And we're definitely working to improve and evolve everything that we do. So
No
Definitely. And we definitely gonna hit these shows so y'all
Yeah,
can get that.
we're setting up some community events that we're going to start doing, but we're still in the beginning stages of doing that.
Yeah, we
man.
working on that.
So obviously we had a lot of announcements on that. Saul, thank you for that. Oh, we actually, so we ain't finished. Right? We still got.
Yeah,
my
we're not
bad.
done. We
My
have
bad. I'm going ahead. I'm too excited. Yeah,
Yeah,
continue.
bro, we got stuff to give.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
yeah, let's get into these giveaways, right? So let's get
Woo!
into this $10 giveaway. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Cog, you ready? You ready, Cog? You ready?
Go ahead. I
And
love
the
when
winner-
I do that. Continue.
And the winner of the $10 gift card giveaway is
Who want that 10 sec?
Lord Lynchpin. Oh, this
Oh,
is
Lord, Ching, ching,
Anytime,
Guten Morgen.
anytime we have anything overseas, we'll figure it out.
Did you see it? He paid it forward real quick. He said 5 to make you 10. There you go, baby.
He flipped that bread. He flipped that.
You understand when he dropped the bag? Y'all see now? Y'all
Stitch,
see how it's
Stitch, you
colored?
cannot say it's rigged. Come on, Stitch. Continue.
All right. And now the winner of the $20 super chat is Lord CDFS Lurk Too Cold.
Cat Daddy.
We haven't seen Cat win in a minute.
Cat haven't won in a minute. Before he was winning every week. They was definitely saying we was rigged.
They was rigged.
They was on his head.
Yeah, they was on his head.
So congratulations to Cat Daddy. All right. Now, let's get into this Teespring giveaway.
Oh, who want the drip?
Who wants that ice?
Who wants that ice?
Speaking of that, this is a good segue into what I'm gonna do next. Yeah.
All right. And the winner of our Teespring giveaway for the month of November is
Oh, he laughing. It's bad.
It's 66.69.
Oh, yo, Stitch dropped the bag on. Yo, Stitch, did you PayPal that instantly? How fast did you get that PayPal on?
That was the quickest PayPal I've ever seen in my life.
He threw that in there real quick.
That hit solve account quick, Stitch.
Yeah.
Salute, man. Just that Teespring drip. You know what I'm saying?
That is hilarious.
No doubt. You know what I mean? So are we good on that level, so?
We're good on that. We're about to get into this gleam real quick, unless you want to.
Can I? Okay.
Let's transition. I'm gonna transition.
Yeah, let's do that quick.
Yeah,
okay. All right, hold on. Get that super chat real quick. Wow, he dropped it back in. Oh my God.
That's what's up. Crazy.
Oh my. Yeah, let's read that super chat.
Oh my bad. Go ahead. We got Lynchpin. Gotta drop the bag. Got to get some back.
Oh man.
Yo, salute to bribing the Iron Bank right on time.
All about balance, Lord Lynchpin. Balance.
All right, I'm gonna have to have you queue up
it's ready
the
for you.
Teespring store.
I'm ready for you, bro.
Let's get that on the screen. All right, guys, I want you to focus on what's being done right now. Introducing the bold new line in the realm of the Lords. The P Dominus Maximus ST, brought to life by the new Lord of the realm, Graphic God.
Beautiful.
Be bold, be brave, and always be a Lord. Let me tell you something. Graphic God has went to great lengths, and he put out a great logo. And I would like to welcome him into the realm. As far as our artists go, our other great artists, Sean LeBray, De Niro Panero. We have other great artists that works on the other visual side. So it's finally a thing going on right now that's up in the Teespring store right now. Go get your P Dominus Maximus.
Link is in the description.
It's in the description.
Also, real quick, so okay. Don't forget, y'all not limited. Y'all got other colors. You can get that green. You know what I'm saying? You can get that red. You're not limited to the default color there. So scroll at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? We got the joint for the ladies too. Whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Got the hoodies.
Pink on that pink look nice.
Yes. So make sure y'all get that Phil Dominus Maximus. Sooner really.
Listen, that really is to show up later, but understand it. We are originators, we are the creators, and we also the innovators.
You
so
already know.
Definitely be up for you guys and go in there and support.
Facts. Now remember, when you hear that Phil Dom, y'all know it came from the Lords. So
and if it don't got the IOP on the back of the neck, do not put it on. You need to throw it in the bush.
No doubt. Salute, yo.
That's the 28th Street special.
That's the 28th Street. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
salute
the back there,
bro.
It ain't real.
Salute the Graphic God. He did a phenomenal job on this. And again, all the talented artists in the realm, De Niro Panero, Sean Laby, like you said. And I think Graphic God also did The Last Word for me and Ebontis too, man. Graphic God's a beast. Please support the realm. We know we are the originators of the saying. We do this. So support that Dominus Maximus Phil. You know what I'm saying? Stalala actually said, "Cox out like a barber salesman." I'm out here. I'm selling these shirts. I'm working, girl.
Oh, get that super chat.
No doubt. And Boltalk IO. Oh, he changed his name to Boltalk IOP. My bro. Salute, man. With the 20. Wow. Salute, brother. Much appreciate it, man. So you already know. And we got some more special announcements, guys. So I'll finish up, man.
So as you guys know, we're running two Gleam giveaways, one for Death Stranding and one for Pokemon, either Sword or Shield. And the Pokemon one still has a little ways to go. But of course, with Death Stranding coming out on the 8th, it is now time to announce our Gleam giveaway winner for Death Stranding for the PS4. Once again, big shout out to Lord PD, Lord Snaldo, for all the hard work he does in bringing out the banhammer and getting rid of these frauds. But with that said, the winner of our Gleam giveaway for Death Stranding is Lord Vitos Bandos.
Vitos Bandos, okay.
Vitos Bandos.
That's new.
Lord Vitos, I will get at you on Twitter, let you know that you have won this, and get you that code. Hopefully, I don't know if it's up for pre-download or whatever, but I'll try to get you the code as quickly as possible, so you'll be ready to go on Friday.
That's right. You can walk to the store to go pick it up because you're going to be walking in that game.
No doubt. Salute, man. Vitos, you already know. So, look, man, we got one more announcement. I know it's been a lot of announcements. No show. But
no show yet.
Sorry. We got to keep everybody awake. But, yeah, look, it's just been a tremendous show. We want to give back the love. Thank you guys for being there. You know, I want to set it off because, as you know, the Lords with this whole Iron Lord podcast thing, and, of course, lordsofgaming.net, grassroots from the ground up by the gamers, you know what I'm saying? And we've just been extremely blessed to cross paths with you guys, a lot of people, fantastic talents in the gaming industry and stuff like that with a lot of knowledge, but more importantly, a lot of people that are good people. So with all that being said, I'm extremely proud to announce our latest acquisition to the lordsofgaming.net family, our very own Lord of the Realm, Undead 3XVI in the building. He brings a wealth of industry editing experience, super passionate, heartfelt writing, just journalistic integrity, but he's also good at some COD and some Rainbow Six Siege, man. Lord Undead, glad to have you in the realm. The floor is yours, brother.
Hey, glad to be here. Glad to be part of the team. People that don't know me, I've been writing and doing everything for about 4 years. I've been doing a lot of small stuff, been doing some big stuff. I've had some big pieces. I've had some not big pieces. I've done a lot of different things. I'm really excited to see what I can do with you guys going forward. And let me just say that 2019 may just be closing, but 2020 is going to be a whole different story.
Woo! Yo, much appreciated, man. And salute to Undead, man. I mean, like I said, this is a very talented brother. A lot of deals on the table, you know what I'm saying? And rightfully, because he's a tremendous talent. And just the fact that he chose to build with the Lords, truly humbling. You know, it's going to be an honor to work alongside you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely want to take LogNet to the next level. We have a great team. You know what I'm saying? Some great editors on board. We got Lord Dizzy. We got Lord Josh Redding, the team. You know what I'm saying? It's so many of us that have joined, and it's just grassroots. So we're super pumped to have you in the realm, and we want to do something special. Let's make history, brother. So glad to have you. And thank you again for choosing the Lords of the Realm. lordsofgaming.net. My man.
Hey. It was the logo, wasn't it, baby? He was like, man.
Hold on, King. I got to call you out for tampering.
Yo, listen, I don't care.
Like 2 ILPs ago, I'm like, damn, he's a free agent. Get the boy breathe.
Listen, I paid a fine. I can pay the fine. I paid a fine. And I said he's worth the tampering, baby. I was calling him out like every other show. I need that Undead, baby.
I know King was out there looking at it like, man, we got to figure out a way to make Karl Anthony Towns and Embiid in a ring. Let's make it fight. Let's make this happen. If there's tampering we had, let's get it done.
Let's get it done.
Let's get it, bro. Let's do
the best part about that is I was out somewhere. I was at like Walmart or something with my kids, and I start getting these messages. King trying to buy you out on ILP this morning.
King don't play, man.
Yo, listen.
Cell phone tuning in, and King's like, "Yeah, you know where it is."
Shout out to everybody that hit him up in that pocket, baby. Thank you. Thank you.
No, it's been 2020, man. Look out for us. Look out for LordSovILP.net.
Oh,
Support.
we about to go through the roof.
Yeah, it's about to be something special happening, man. So salute. Let's get on with some damn show. We done got the contractual stuff out the way. All the announcements are done. Everything out the way. Lord Undead, last time you were here was the world treatment. I believe it was ILP 71. Outstanding video game history. We're not going to get into that because it's been documented. But I do need to ask you, because your top 5 at the time, I need to know if it remains the same. At the time, you had number 5, Hitman. Number 4, Metal Gear Solid. Number 3, Splinter Cell. Number 2, Halo. And number 1, God of War as your top 5 video game franchises of all time. Has anything changed, or should I need to alter this list, sir?
Well, I can't say after spending about 80 plus hours.
Wow.
I'm gonna let y'all take that. I don't even know what to say.
Shout out.
Okay, now I gotta take that.
You go ahead. That's a different color. We haven't seen that color.
Wow.
When I see red in the chat and you put up 5, that's 500?
Yeah,
Chrome.
Yeah, Chrome.
That's 500 chrome.
Wow.
I don't even know what that equate to, but I know I've never seen that color blood in my in my chat.
Wow.
So when you go into Iron Man blood red,
Wow.
you get a special segment, sir.
Thank you, brother. He said, I love this podcast. Bro, you guys make us. And salute to Norway, salute to Boltok. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I am truly, truly humbled. Like, with the support we get, we're probably not the biggest, but I think we have one of the most loyal bases. I think that you guys really give us energy. Thank you, man. I don't even know what to say, bro. That's crazy. Shout out to Dizzy with the follow super chat. Welcome aboard, Undead. Everyone, be sure to go and bookmark Lords of Gaming website. Solid writing, and we don't bend the knee to any dev or publisher. Salute, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Let us continue, Undead. I'm sorry, we was talking about your 5 real quick. If anything changed.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. That Metal Gear Solid is gonna have to drop.
Kojima slander.
Hey, if that's the most slanderous thing Kojima gets in this episode, then he should count himself.
If that's so, trust me, that's not all he's getting.
No doubt. Salute. So something takes the spot, or?
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid's out. Baldur's Gate is.
I figured Baldur's was in there.
Man, I picked up that game. My wife ordered it without telling me because I had canceled my pre-order because things were tight.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get some stuff for my kids done.
Mm-hmm.
And I come home from work, 15-hour day. I was like, I just want to curl up in a bed and die. My wife says, there's something on the Xbox for you.
Woo!
So I go over, and sitting is a physical copy of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. And I went, I don't need to sleep tonight. I don't need to sleep tonight.
Somebody give me the Adderall.
God bless my wife for knowing me so much and understanding how much gaming means to me when she ain't about the game in life at all.
That's what's up.
But she completely understands how much it means to me and how much that game meant to me. So
and that's what's
that game's got to go on the list now.
Oh,
Just
salute.
how it is.
Salute. Good to have Baldur's Gate in there. Salute to Lady Undead representing the realm in the right way. Let's get into the poll. Last week poll results are in, and the people have spoken with the recent release and positive reviews received by Obsidian and Outer Worlds in Game Pass. Does this give you more confidence in the quality of Game Pass as a service moving forward? The winner of the 3-way ILP poll in a landslide, 91%, probably the highest ever, is yes. Game Pass still provides great value and proof that Phil was on to something for next-gen group. Coming in at second place at only 7% was no. Game Pass is mostly fodder in quality. And in last place at a close 4% to the 7% was I don't care, don't shame me for paying the $60 for a game. Shout out to all the lords that were in the realm last week that participated. Lord Sov, I heard you chirping, sir.
No, it's exactly right. I mean, you remember when State of Decay 2 came out, we didn't feel that way, but a lot of people felt like, okay, this is their way to give us games that aren't ready and are done for a cheap price, and that was some of the narrative around it. We didn't feel that way, but but once you start seeing games like Outer Worlds, Gears 5, everything coming out of first party, they're going to try their hardest for that to be a super polished product. So, I mean, there's only better things coming for Game Pass now. Like, if you think about next gen and all of these games coming out of these studios, you know, you're going to get some pretty polished products in addition to whatever third-party deals they're able to make, because, again, they're even getting better at that. I mean, when you talk about Metro coming on there a month or two after it came out, after it launched, like, this is the stuff we're going to see more and more of. So Game Pass has always been great. It's only getting better.
No doubt, you already know. So that's what we got. We're going to get into these topics. Let's set it off with Lord Addict first. Let's, because actually just some breaking news. This is more recent than the topics we had initially discussed. BlizzCon went down, man. There's certain games you excited about. What's going on, man?
So BlizzCon went down, and the biggest thing that they announced from there is Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2. What I think's funny is they finally announced Diablo 4, and I'm just thinking to myself, if that's because they didn't really show a whole lot, and I'm like, why didn't you just show that like 6 months ago when your whole fan base is gonna like lynch you? Like, I'm like, because they were going at you hardcore, and you finally show something, and it's that. Like they showed a lot of gameplay on the first level. They showed something called the World Boss, where everyone in that facility could fight a boss. They showed a really cool cinematic trailer. Overwatch, they showed some some gameplay in a cinematic trailer. But what I want to ask someone is, is the industry still on that we ain't buying nothing with you guys? Because it's like me and LordCognito always say, like, it's to gamers, it's not about what you've done, it's what you're doing for me right now. And I find it funny how from one day it goes from I'm boycotting everything Blizzard does to the next day it's like, yo, that Diablo 4 looks good.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I think gamers are guilty of this all the time. We're real quick to get up on a soapbox and bitch and moan about certain things and talk about all this big talk. But when the rubber hits the road and it's time to either pull out the wallet or not, 9 times out of 10 the wallet comes out. Because at the end of the day, and I don't necessarily fault people for this, I'm here for the games. I'm not here for the politics. I'm not here for the drama. I'm here for the games. And oftentimes you cannot fault an entire company of hardworking people who most of which don't necessarily have to be in line with what their company, what their company mantra is, what their company line is. They're there to do their job, make games that people love. So I feel that it's a tough thing for me to boycott something that I know is going to hurt a lot of people that work very hard on something.
But I do feel like there are certain circumstances where there has to be collateral damage. Like
always,
like the Star Wars Battlefront 2 thing. I think there are certain circumstances where something drastic has to happen. Like the Xbox One at 2013, the entire internet was like, we ain't having you. And that's one of the reasons the Xbox is where it's at now. Like, there are certain things.
Buying it, I wouldn't care what it came out. It came with a DRM, could have came with a whole security guard on top of it. I didn't care what everybody said.
So what's the security guard guarding? Like, your Xbox going to make sure you don't put nothing in it?
People was acting like, okay, it was spy tech. Your phone is spy tech. Listen, I'm playing this game. I don't care what happened. Y'all could tell me a whole bunch of stuff. And if it's my favorite game, if it has something that I care about, I don't care. I'm buying it. And you can look at me any way you want. I'm going to walk right through that line. I'm going to go right inside GameSpot. I'm going to pick up my game, and I'm going to walk right through that line. The moment you physically put a finger on me, the situation going to turn deadly. But you can say whatever you want to say about me. I'm going to get in my car, and I'm going to go enjoy myself.
Are you crossing picket lines?
I'm going to walk straight
Stabbing.
through that line with my money in my hand.
King doesn't cross picket lines. He owns the company that's being boycotted.
Yo, 173 in the chat, y'all. Please hit that like button. Really appreciate it, man. Much appreciated. Let's get Lord Undead on this, man. I mean, BlizzCon went down. Obviously, some major announcements. But what did you think about the announcements and obviously the controversy that's been going on as well in conjunction with it? Lord Undead.
Look, I can count. I would need a calculator to calculate the amount of times that people on social media get mad at a game company over something. But I can count on one hand how many times people have stuck with that.
Real talk.
Okay.
Real talk.
That's what I was saying. There's very few circumstances where
it's
you
really
see it
easy
actually stand up.
when Blizzard hasn't put out anything since Overwatch to be like, yeah, fuck those guys.
Yep.
Or-
Language Sunday, the Lord's Day.
Don't worry, listen, guys, we're still grooming them. We're still grooming them. Don't worry about it.
He said, "Don't worry, we grooming them."
It's really easy to be like, I don't like this company. They're not doing anything for me right now, so of course I'm going to boycott them.
You know what I love, Undead? I love when people say they're going to boycott a game they have no intentions on buying.
Bingo.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bingo.
So easy.
That's like the equivalent of Madden coming out. You know, I don't like what EA's doing. I'm boycotting it. Hey, Addict wasn't buying it anyway.
Look,
Jesus.
I respect more people like Jez Corden who came out and canceled his World of Warcraft subscription after having 10,000 plus hours in the damn game. That means something. And
I
the
canceled
fact-
mine too.
And even after all those announcements, he's still sitting there going, I'm still not going to support them. I can respect that.
I canceled mine too for financial reasons, though. They was literally in my pockets before all this stuff popped up, which I don't know about. But whatever popped up, I had canceled it before then, and I had put a lot of hours in too. But when I started using too much money, I was spending like $100 a week on this game, buying gold. I have to leave. Sorry.
Yeah,
If you want to boycott Blizzard for something.
And honestly, in the end of the day, people like to be on the moral high ground about this stuff. We don't want to support this company and everything else. But at the end of the day, you're wearing Nikes that are built in sweatshops in Asia. You're wearing your name brand clothes that are made by slave labor in China. You really can't stand on a moral high ground.
Listen, Undead. They said that we're not going to support this game, and they go out and kick a cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
or flip a cat over the chair.
Everyone sat there like I didn't like Borderlands 3. I don't like Randy Pitchford. I don't like Gearbox. I didn't buy that game. But when everyone was like boycott Borderlands 3, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna work out.
Yeah, we're gonna see how that go.
Let's see them MPD numbers.
Let me ask Undead this though. I mean, in reference to from the Blizzard standpoint, do you think this was like strategically set up? They knew everything was at a fever pitch. They had, people boycotting outside this thing, right? Like literally outside of BlizzCon. Like, do you think like they like, look, we gotta hit them with these heavy hitters, and that'll kind of shut up the nonsense? Like, do you think this is strategically planned? That these two, I mean, Diablo 4 and Overwatch, these are like beloved. So you think it was strategic?
I think they realized that they put their foot in it this time. Like Blizzard's been putting their foot in it for the past year. Let's face it. And don't you have a phone? Like they really put their foot in it. But at the same time, they also know that if they drop Diablo 4, that's gonna sell 6 million copies.
Language.
We gotta put a dinner time out.
Didn't the president to the Undead potty mouth?
Didn't the president come out and actually give some kind of mea culpa, like, yo, sorry you guys felt the way you did, but it is what it is.
But did he even apologize for the issues that people had? Like I heard a lot of the complaints were that he really didn't address or reduce, I guess, the whole streamer, the Hearthstone thing with the Hong Kong thing. So
yeah,
that's because the president doesn't care.
Yeah, he's not going to address.
He already
that
got
in
his
that
money.
Forum. Yeah, he's not going to address that.
That's when he's not a gamer. That's when you're not a gamer. That's when you're so disassociated from what your product is that you can't identify with your base.
And are you thinking of someone their king?
Listen,
they thinking of Phil Dominus. Is that what you thinking of? That because he's not a gamer.
I have to say that because if you don't eat chicken and you sell Popeye's chicken, your chicken gonna taste disgusting. All right, you have to be a part of what you do. And I'm about to start a new venture going forward, and it was a lot of questions was being posed on what should we market and what should we sell. And I said, well, I got a whole thing that's coming up next year, and that's what I'm about, and that's what I'm gonna push forward on that. And the whole idea is, if I don't support it, if I can't stand behind it, I can't stand for it. And once you start just taking the money, then you can see the hollow things that happens with a company, and you're not going to get a genuine apology because they don't think they did anything wrong because they're so disassociated from the situation.
Well, also they're from my understanding, Solve and Undead. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Like, aren't they? Isn't there like some type of Hong Kong attachment to the company, or they're Chinese owned, or there's something that's conflicting, right?
Well, it's Tencent. Tencent owns everything. I mean,
We
Tencent has
got 210 people. Let's get those likes up. Let's do that, please.
Yes,
Let's
please,
do that.
please.
We got a great acquisition here. I'm glad you're tuning in, and this is a very supported podcast right now at the moment. You see Undead sitting right there. The word must have got an Undead. You a famous dude.
No, continue, so.
Let's be real here. They're here for the Death Stranding heat.
They will get it eventually. We got a couple things first. We continue.
Yeah, but, honestly, I would say Tencent, and I shout out to Dizzy. He says Tencent only has an effect towards the Chinese market, though, and I don't think that's true anymore. I think Tencent has its tendrils in enough companies globally that's what makes it murky. What makes it murky is that they own enough and they have enough power, and the Chinese market is strong enough that it would make an American company sort of think twice about how they say things, what they say, what they allow to be said. It's just a fact, and they try to sidestep that and say that it's not that when it absolutely is that. It all comes down to money. Forget about the way the company feels. Forget about what's right and wrong. It's very black and white, and it's money, and it's always going to be money.
Fair enough, man. Ken, you want to jump in a little quick, and then I'll follow you up, or you good on this?
Well, I said everything. Yeah. Like Sovereign said, it's about the bag and the fear of the loss of the bag. Companies will not come out and disrespect their partners. Now, the way another company that they're in association with views disrespect and disloyalty can affect the bottom line very severely, right? So, because you're dealing with different cultures. So, if their practices are in line with their partners, but not in line with our culture, you see, that's where the divide happens. Because now they have to, as a company, decide to side with their people that they're selling their stuff to, or their business partners that probably kept them afloat when they were going to close the doors. So it's a very murky line, and that's why we are gamers. We don't deal with that stuff. Stop looking at the companies unless you're seeing some weirdo stuff. And if this is all up to the individual, that weirdo stuff. Stay away from it.
Weirdo energy.
I didn't know none of this, and I'm buying Diablo 4. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you.
You ain't go front.
I'm buying it. Once I saw Lilith was there, it was on.
It was on and cracking. No doubt. Shout out to Cat Daddy.
We can sit here and do the moral high ground on it, but let's face it, people don't have the education. Like the amount of people I've talked to, they're like, "Oh, I'm not supporting Blizzard because they take Chinese money," which is fine. I respect that stance.
I'm shallow.
At the same time, Epic Games is 49% owned by Tencent. Tencent is a majority stakeholder, so that means Gearbox, Borderlands 3, the Epic Games Store, they got 49% of that bag in their pocket. And it's important to realize Tencent, not really a favorable company. It's on record as they are labeled by the United States Pentagon as a terrorist/phishing website.
Wow.
They are considered in the United States to be an illegal company that has no business doing business in the United States or North America in general. But they own a good chunk. If you look up in companies that are invested in by Tencent, you're going to see almost every one of your favorite developers has a bag from Tencent.
It's interesting, man. Listen, man, you guys nailed it. I mean, that part didn't interest me. I'm here for some drama and some Overwatch smoke, actually. Yo, Overwatch Lords, it's about time. Thank you, fans, for demanding more for this friend. Yeah, let's go. I'm ready for you, Addict. I'm ready for Addict. Thank you, fans, for demanding more from your franchise. Y'all know how strongly I disagree with Overwatch winning Game of the Year, multiplayer, bare bones with no story. But you know what? Y'all on to something. Y'all asked for a story. That I am so proud that y'all demanded y'all Game of the Year to actually have a narrative, to actually have features that
Can
are
you
just
replace that? Can you repeat that though?
I'm so happy that a lot of you, because as a Destiny fan, all I heard was there's no narrative and you got to go outside the game and the Grimoire. And I am so happy y'all put that beautiful trailer together with the cool cinematics. And shout out to my man Genji who saved the day. You know what I'm saying? That was very, very emotional. It got me going. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all. Salute to the gamers, the Overwatch
It's like
fans.
the only person he probably knows who it is. He probably had to look up that name before
Listen,
the
I played
podcast. It's probably in parentheses on his notes. His name is Genji.
Listen, I played as Genji. He a ninja. I had to play. And he do the super that he blocked the joint. I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, salute to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside, it was good to see. The game looks phenomenal. The characters, because that's the thing about Overwatch. The reason why I have such an issue is just that, in my opinion, they have some of the best drawn characters. They got characters you want to care about.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to know what the hell the story is. Like, why are they doing what they're doing? And that intro, literally, if they would have had something like that, I would have had no issue with the game. I'd have been good. So for them to have that,
if you think about it from like the standpoint of Overwatch 2, like there's a lot of things that's confusing because they didn't have a story in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Like the fact that they're trying to introduce her as like, it looks like she's a new character, but she's not. Like,
exactly. And that's it, because to me, I mean, they're sitting on a gold mine. The game is beloved. Shout out to my boy, I know he's mad at me probably right now, LordCognito, Daniel May from LordsGaming.net.
Yes.
He always kills the Overwatch articles. And like I said, it's good to see, because you got people who really want to have that emotional attachment, and to see stuff like that, and to them to say that they're going to have a story, they're going to have these modes. That is so dope. And then as far as the Diablo 4, man, what can I say? I mean, Diablo is Diablo. It looked fantastic. I know some people shout out to Portaz, he had some minor issues with it. But for the most part, Blizzard knew what they was doing, man. Like they knew a lot of people gonna bend the knee real fast when they saw that Overwatch 2.
What's funny is there's the biggest demographic that likes to boycott stuff is PC. And they're like, you know what? We got some PC games for you guys.
Yeah, so for the people now, I need to know, hashtag we still protesting or not?
Man, the moment they announced Overwatch 2, I was done with that life.
You put your picket down, you crossed the line.
I was like, we won't. Oh man, Overwatch looks good. I'm gonna put this over here. I'll see you guys inside.
I mean, this is why I never participate. You'll never hear me say the words. I am protesting this. No. It's the same thing is I caught all the smoke because I told someone you would have to tie me to my gaming chair to make me play Borderlands 3. And then my game share partner buys it. And he's like, my dude, you got to play Borderlands 3. I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And he goes, but man, my girlfriend just broke up with me. I'm really sad. I'm like,
there you go.
I turned the game on.
They would have been like, my girlfriend broke him. I'm really sad. I'll be like, come play Destiny with me then. I ain't get on Borderlands.
Man, I was on it for 3 minutes, and someone tags me a tweet, goes, Undead said he'd never play Borderlands.
Oh, they had the receipts. They had the receipts.
Quick,
man, yo.
These dudes out here with that fraud light. As soon as you turned it on, they was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I would say
I ain't really caught nothing.
And for some reason, I feel like Anchorman's the top 10.
No doubt, man. Salute, man. But yeah, tremendous. Go ahead, Sav. I heard you talking.
I'm gonna be honest. If y'all really want to be mad at Blizzard for something, be mad at them for not bringing out any new IP. Like,
why? When you got what you got, though, when you got a certified nuke,
you have too much money.
You
have too much money to not be making other things.
But that Diablo, though.
I love Diablo.
Isn't Overwatch a new IP though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they hit a banger in the head.
How is Overwatch?
But it's a banger though.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We're about to get the sequel in a year, so I mean, it's still a brand new title.
I want to shout out to Mikey Barra, man, because I know why he's a big Blizzard guy, and I know why he went over there. You know what I'm saying? He's in pocket. He loves Diablo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And yeah, a
lot
of
people
get to play
it first.
Yeah, trust me. He's gonna have a lot of involvement. I know Mike pretty well. He's gonna have a lot of involvement with that stuff. You know, while he came from that culture, these are all, besides Destiny, like those games are his favorite games. So look for big things for Blizzard to continue.
Kasab, there's too many companies making a lot of stuff. So just stick to what you know. Don't go out there dip your toe someplace else. Do you, baby? I like what you're doing. Just do you.
No doubt. So that's all I got on this. Anybody else left on the BlizzCon addict? Are you good? Can we move on, or you got anything else left for this topic, sir?
No, I want to talk about Death
All right, hold on. We gonna get there. One more, and it's gonna be quick.
I have to put my foot down. In this title, it says BlizzCon, then Death Stranding. It doesn't say BlizzCon something else than Death Stranding.
Because if we do it, we gonna do it. It's just be. I'll be very quick with console stream. I'll make it quick for you. All right. So listen. Obviously, I'm up. So yeah, man. Look, you already know what time it is. We're back in the building. We did XCloud last time. You know what I'm saying? Now it is console streaming. So if you're a part of the alpha program, you too can get in your Xbox and get it all set up. So let's just get it out off the way what the settings are. Obviously, you got to have OpenNAT, Bluetooth controller. You got to have the latest firmware, and I believe your ISP upload has to be at least 9 megabytes per second. So that's the best experience you can have. You can minimum you can do 5 megabyte per second upload, but you really should be doing 9. Xbox must be in power on state for the best experience. So actually when it goes in, your Xbox does turn on remotely. I tested it a lot of times just to see me going around, and when I came back. So what happens is your Xbox, the light is not on when you're doing this. Like, so when you're out in the field, at home, your stuff is not on, so no one's gonna know your Xbox is on. The only thing I would advise is if you're like me, who puts like his Xbox on to turn on the TV, to turn on off, make sure that stuff's off. Because it will act like it's on, and those other devices will turn on. So, yeah, it'll be a party in your house.
Yo, could you imagine somebody's house sitting in your house, and you turn on your remote play, and they think your house is possessed? They be like, oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, man. So, please, you know what I'm saying? That's it. And I think the only, as far as the bad, let's get the bad out first. I mean, all right, in comparison, obviously, I've done XCloud, which is streaming to XCloud. You've got a limited amount of games. I believe 4 games, the Game Pass games that were there, the Gears, yada, yada. This is basically, like King said, remote streaming. So you are going to your console in your house. Off top, I have to admit, just overall, ProjectXCloud streaming, I felt was a little more quality. You know what I'm saying? Not by like a big amount, but it's impressive that the Azure service, to me, I felt was a little bit more responsive. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? In comparison against just two game tests, I believe Destiny and Outer Worlds. We'll get into that. So yeah, overall, look, if you're familiar with remote play from PlayStation, if you've done that, it's pretty similar. But I will say it is slightly more responsive. The cool thing and the common denominator out of all this, where this surpasses remote play, is you can do this off of cellular. So because remote play, you're locked in. Go ahead, King.
At this point, I don't like you.
Oh,
I just want to make that abundantly clear.
Hold on. Let me get that shadow of the ghost. PlayStation done this already. No, they didn't. They don't do cellular. That's the problem. You have to be locked in to Wi-Fi. So that is not the same. I can go outside. I can be in my car with remote play. You cannot do that. I have both. You cannot do that. So that's the first thing. And then, obviously, you know, the average Joe, I wanted to do it with the least common denominator, 4G LTE. You know what I'm saying? So I did Destiny first. Fantastic, man. I was able, the key from me, I felt, was sniping. You know what I'm saying? From long distance, getting that range, seeing if it's accurate, moving around, everything. Actually, surprisingly, the analog movement solve were more responsive on remote streaming than it was XCloud. Now, where the difference is, the XCloud button pressing is more responsive. Because I felt like when I was playing Destiny, I was pressing the jump, doing my wall, I jump, there was a slight delay.
Is it the prediction software that's inside?
I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's that. You know what I'm saying?
Did they interpret that your movements will be a jump? Is that the new Google thing that they're doing?
No doubt, no doubt. So anyway, so that's right there. So yeah, man. So overall, like I said, I was moving around with it. It felt good. It was kind of like the opposite of the XCloud experience in that. The movement was tight. I didn't have no screen tearing, no dips. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. And yeah, after that, I did Outer Worlds. That was fantastic. Like that was literally 1-to-1. I was literally playing a game. The only thing I would say they need to work on is they need, at this point, which is coming, they got to get the API where you can, they said they're going to work it in where the mobile screens will have the fonts being able to be a little bit larger. Because playing Outer Worlds and you're trying to read the text, it's a little tougher. So
you know what you are right now, sir?
Yeah. What's that? What do I?
You the guy that just purchased a new Ferrari and you just spinning around the block. You know, like I really don't like you. You know? And you know, I could have won the Ferrari too, but I didn't. And you won the Ferrari, and you're looking nice, you're having fun, and you're telling me how it goes from 0 to 60. And I don't like you right now.
No doubt. It is what it is. But yeah, man. Look, at the end of the day, the other restrictions you have to be careful, which is the same as remote play. Like if you're on remote play, you cannot like try to open up your YouTube or your movie apps. They shut that down. You're not doing no one guide TV, none of that. So they don't have the license for that. So that you got to do that. But other than that, man, look, impressive tech, really impressed. And the cool thing is you're on the go. So you just want to see how they analyze, how they get the party chat features implemented, because we know it's there. It's just a matter of the setup. And yeah, other than that, man, look, if they narrow this thing down and they're able to get everybody's different Android phone configurations and cellular configurations working like how mine was working, it was flawless, man. It really was impressive, man. So salute to the team. Very impressive. I think XCloud is definitely on to something, and it's in beta right now. And like I said, hopefully it should improve as it gets closer to release. So Addict, I am done. You should be happy now. Lord Addict, man, this is kind of combo topic with you and King or whatever, but DeathStranding. You know what I'm saying? We know we had some news. We had some news out there first, obviously, in the week. PC, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it was announced that it was coming to PC, so we got that going on. And then number two, obviously, the reviews. The reviews started to come out, and we started to see a lot of mixed reviews. So I'm going to bring this to Lord Addict first, I guess. Do you want to start first, or should I give it on there first, or should we wait around?
I think me and King gonna have to go last.
All right, so let's start with Lord Undead. Obviously, you know it's out here. We let's start with the PC news first. You know that was very controversial topic. A lot of people didn't feel it was coming to PC, and then your feelings on the reviews that have released so far. Oh man, here we go. BG's in the building. It's gonna be lit.
You know what he stepped in? He stepped in. He looked like a new fighter.
Yeah, like you know how your new challenger has a pin.
It slid over, and he looked like straight out of Naruto. He just a new fighter.
Yo, BG, what's going on, bro? He got his mic together. We wait for him to get his mic together. But while he's doing that, let's get Lord Undead, man. DeathStranding, PC, and the review. What you feeling on this stuff, man?
Man, this is first of all, the people that were sitting there that were surprised that it was coming to PC. Y'all can't read from 2016,
press release,
2017, or 2018, and you know it really doesn't matter.
Oh, we got you. We got you.
We got
you.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Hold 2 super chats. I started cut you Undead. Dizzy
3 super chats.
Oh wow! So you get the one that I missed. You get the one that I missed before Dizzy. Who did I miss?
No, one just popped up.
Oh, one just. Oh, so Diz. All right, file super chat. If you easily triggered, grab some tissues before DeathStranding talk starts. We aren't accountable for what you get emotionally upset about.
Let me get this one. The $20 super chat from NYT says, "You know why I'm here."
Shout out to Cat Daddy, Fat Stacks, $5 super chat. DeathStranding needs to win Game of the Year so I can enjoy the chaos. Some men just want to see the world burn.
Look, I'm going to say right now, the DeathStranding wins Game of the Year. I'm gonna lose my. I can't say it, but I'm gonna lose something, man.
Listen, Undead, you're in the building. DeathStranding, your thoughts on everything?
Man, it is what it is. I don't know why people are upset it's on PC. I'll never understand why people get upset when games are on PC. You want to play it on PC, go play it on PC. I don't understand.
You're not canceling your pre-order?
No, and anyone that actually canceled their pre-order, you're a fool. I have other words I'd use normally, but
Oh, he's getting in pocket with the Lord. See him, King. He's getting better.
You hear it?
He's getting better.
You listen. I love that.
Look, and I knew going in, the reviews on this are going to be divisive as hell.
Mhm.
Like, we knew this was going to happen because there's going to be people that are going to give it 100 because it's Kojima. There's going to be people that are going to trash it because of Kojima. And I think somewhere in the middle is the actual truth of the matter. And like, everyone can argue about video games and the fun and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, this reviewed kind of where I thought it would. Anyone who thought this was going to do 90 plus needed to take the goggles off a bit. This is something that's never been done before. Whether that's good or bad, it's up to people's interpretation. And I think this game's doing something different. I will celebrate for the fact that it's doing something different. But that doesn't necessarily translate to it being an amazing game. But I'm one of those people that I use reviews to go, okay, but will I buy it day one? Death Stranding, I'm going to buy day one because I want to get the experience for myself. I need to know if this game is good for me, because if I went off of reviews, I would never have bought State of Decay 2. But State of Decay 2 is one of my favorite games to play. So reviews are great. Whatever. If Kojima finds massive success with the game, awesome. Good for him. And that's just kind of my thoughts on it. I know everyone else on the panel's got way more thoughts than I do.
No doubt. So let's get Lord BG in the realm. Always a pleasure to have this
Yes,
brother in
let's
here.
get BG.
Let's get BG in here because Lord BG, first of all,
He has gave me so much entertainment in the past week.
salute to you, because I must admit, I'm a huge fan of your analysis when it comes to Kojima and certain things, and I find it quite hilarious. You have some great videos up just recently that I caught. And let's start first with the PC stuff, because you had a very entertaining video on that in reference to people's reaction and canceling, and then let's get into the review aspect. So Lord BG, the floor is yours. Death Stranding, man, a lot to talk about.
I mean, so y'all hear me clear, right?
Yeah, you good.
Yes,
You good.
sir.
The levels is good.
So as far as the PC, I mean, I just did that to troll some of the diehard Kojima fans.
Can we address real quick how happy you was in that video?
Yo, beat to your power bottles a little bit with that one.
No, you know what I like? I like when he did a joint when he was at work.
That's the one we're
It was
talking
like
about.
something going on in the hallway,
Yeah.
and he had the door closed, and he was like, "I'm just gonna get this out there to y'all real quick."
BG, I thought you actually cut your hair for the video. I was like, oh, he cut his hair.
He got professional for the video.
Yo, it was so legit.
I thought he was really in characters. I was like, all right, this is crazy.
Go ahead, sir. It was so
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, nah, man. Like because I just wanted to. It felt funny to see all the people who were worshiping him for 3 years suddenly turn their back on the masters, on their masters. So it was like, it was like the slaves finally opening their eyes and rebelling, and finally realizing they were slaves for 3 years. I'm like, all right. I was just glad to see, the uprising and the betrayal and all that. I'm like, all right.
Kojima betrayed people. He wasn't honest. That's what they're saying.
He was honest as hell. He was honest as hell because he told y'all what was gonna happen before it happened, and y'all was like, "No, he's just trolling." No, he was just telling you the truth, and he was arrogant enough to let you know he was gonna do it before he did it. And you still got caught with his super move. He told you he was gonna do the hami hami ha, and you was like, "Nah," and he did it, and you got caught. That's it.
It's literally the whole thing about Death Stranding is like what blows my mind about it. It's like it's literally somebody telling you who they are for 3 years, and you're like, no, this person is they're just playing around, they're just joking, and they like continue to tell you, no, I'm serious. I don't know what my own game is about. The game is about hiking. The game is about just traveling, delivering packages. The game does not get good until halfway through. He said all of this. No,
Yes.
These are not my words.
People like, he's trolling. First off, why would you troll your own fan base? I don't understand that. It's one thing doing jokingly trolling, like talking about something that's like a joke in your community. But like the way these people are talking, like they want to be trolled by Kojima.
Yeah, This is why it's like that what do you call that relationship where the abuser becomes emotional.
Syndrome.
Exactly, they become Stockholm. They become emotional to their abuser, and this is what it is. People like when Kojima plays with people's minds, suddenly they're fascinated by it. I don't know why people are so fascinated.
It's called
with,
fake woke.
Yeah,
It's called fake woke, BG. You know what it is when you got a whole bunch of dudes that go to those little jazz sessions and they go to open mic and philosophy, spoken word, and they all want to do this finger snaps instead of hand clap.
Yo, you stupid.
And they want to all smell incense and stuff. You go inside the room, you're looking at all this weirdo energy, and he's sitting there like the cat jumped over the moon.
Yo, you stupid. Yo, you stupid.
And they all have the same face, like, yeah, you got that.
I low key want someone to describe the entire Death Stranding doing that.
Yo, you can't be.
And I'm telling you, it's when he got Guillermo del Toro, whatever, Guillermo, and he started putting all these real true life actors in it. This is the space and the realm he wants to be in. He wants to be Hollywood.
Kojima is the Asian version. You remember Homeboy from Don't Be a Menace? That was too deep. Everything was too deep.
All right, well, hold on, BG. Let me, for the sake of that, I gotta ask you a question. I know you going in. What about those who say that this game is just too deep? Like it's just a work of art. Like this is abstract, and that not everything is supposed to be easily understandable. And this is an issue with you as a gamer. That
those are the ones that's really on the Kojima juice.
Say that thing you said, BG. Say that thing you said about the art. Go get him.
Listen, man. The whole thing about this game being too intelligent, and it's for intellectual minds. That's the same premise that people use throughout history to like brainwash others. Like that's like stuff that Jim Jones and Hitler used, like
to mislead the people. That's what we
the Haley Bop. The Haley Bop.
Literally, the most craziest dictators and brainwashers in history. That's the same tactic they use. Making certain people think they're lesser than others and brainwashing you into certain beliefs. It's complete nonsense, bro. Like Kojima said, he doesn't understand his own game, at least parts of it. Everything is a metaphor with him. He's people think I'm joking, but he's a complete egomaniac. Right. Everything to him is making everything into a metaphor. He's obsessed with it.
All right, I do got a quick question. We'll go around real quick. Is there a such thing? Can you give?
We got a super chat that we have to get to as well.
Okay, let me handle that real quick. We got a $2 super chat from Brat. Kojima has a history of trolling the fan base. That doesn't mean it's right. That means he's an idiot. But we'll keep going on this. All right,
also, there's another super chat. Snaldo.
Snaldo, I got a $5 super chat from Snaldo. Kojima is on something because Death Stranding still confuses me. Hashtag PC Master Race and welcome to the IOP Club, Undead. Bud. Welcome Undead to the IOP Club. No doubt. All right, so I do got a quick question. There's a lot going on right now that is talking about what I cannot believe I'm about to say this. What to you is the definition of fun? Because there's a lot of these reviews. I don't know if you guys have read these reviews. Yes. But there's a lot of these reviews that's trying to use the word fun and make it something it's not. And so I want to go around and just tell me, make it brief. We don't want to talk for 20, 30 minutes because this can get really deep. What is your definition of fun?
Let's get the BGS and then we move it around.
Listen, it plain and simple, even by the dictionary's definition, it's just enjoyment. And it doesn't have to be, people think it's this jovial feeling. It doesn't have to be jovial. You can have fun, listen, some people have fun by giving other people pain, like torturing other people. That's fun to them. It's fun, but if it's just simple enjoyment to you, you don't have to put it in quotation marks. You don't have to give it qualifiers. Fun is fun. It's not rocket science. Facts. It's the most simple 3-letter word probably in the dictionary.
And I think that's what people are trying to go away with it. Like, look, you can enjoy something, you can fear something, you can hate something, but if it's done in a right way, it can still be fun. that's the qualifier for everything. Okay, when you go up to someone, it's like, "What did you think about this?" He's like, "You know, it was fun. You know what I really enjoyed about it." Like that's how they open up these conversations, but not with Death Stranding.
No doubt. Let's get FBG, then we'll get solving.
And then like, you know, with the whole trolling thing, people understand Kojima has trolled his fan base, but it was always good trolling. Like he never trolled his game to be negative. Like saying my game is 50 doesn't get good until 15 hours is that's a bad troll. That means you're trolling your game in a bad way. Saying that you don't understand your own game, that's not a good troll. You know what I'm saying? Like when he trolled us in the past about his games, it's always turned around to be good, positive, or you know, things that are good for the game. So it's not the same.
Right. No, I mean, I hear this is very, very interesting right now. It's definitely a very polarizing game. Probably one of the most polarizing games I've seen. Go ahead, King, and then I want to get solving.
Yeah, BG said something in the video that I was watching. Is you called him a bad storyteller.
Yes.
And I said, yeah, because when you're purposely misleading your fan base or the audience to a point of confusion and they can't follow and they lose interest in what you're talking about, because I saw a lot of reports or fake interviews or whatever, reviews.
I think
hold on a second. And they said that they won't finish the game.
Right.
When you know into the game, I'm not gonna finish this. You understand? Like I think you have missed your mark. You have missed what you shot at. And if you shot at to keep the attention of your audience by confusing them and they decided to lose interest and walk away from it, that means that you lost half of your audience there. And I don't think that's like he said. And I said, wow, that he said it so poetically that he's a bad storyteller.
He's a bad storyteller because his metaphors are on the nose. They're not deep.
And they try too hard. They try
too hard.
I think
if you're trying to be metaphorical, right, and you name your characters based on their actual attributes, that's not being deep. That's not being deep.
People would think that's deep. His fan base.
I think it would be fair to say that he's not a good storyteller just from if you are the game director and you are on quoted saying you don't even understand your own game. I think right there you need to go back to the drawing board. Like you should have some kind of concept what's going on in your game.
And it hasn't always been this bad. Like when you play Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2, right? There was always metaphors in his game, but each game he's went more and more over the top with it. It's gotten worse each game. And the thing is like with the thing about it being him being a bad speaker or a bad storyteller. It's the same thing with speakers. Like let's say someone who gives speeches and they go in front of an audience and they use a whole bunch of language, whole bunch of verbiage, metaphors, and all this wording that people don't understand, and that audience leaves your speech confused. Who's gonna say, "Oh man, that guy was a great speaker, He was a great orator"? Like, no, but for some reason we think someone who leaves you bewildered and confused is suddenly a good storyteller. No, you failed.
I feel you.
Shout out
to Jonathan B in the chat. So y'all saying Kojima is the Cassidy of game developers, the figurative language. Continue, son.
But I do want to state that I was right about this game from day one.
Oh, Addy, we're gonna have our time on that in a second.
I need my props. I said from day one.
Hold on. We're gonna get to that, but all right, fairness.
It goes back to the fun. It goes back to the fun fact. Everybody thinks about fun differently, right? Like when I read the reviews of this game, I immediately thought back to Red Dead. Red Dead. I'm the only person on this podcast that likes Red Dead because
you see the t-shirts now that Simon just brought that up. Throw that in the bushes.
Shout out to the 303 people in here, man. I appreciate everyone for coming. Hit that like button if you don't mind. We'll try to get
I'm sorry. You said throw it in the bushes.
Shut up, King. Nobody's listening to you.
And Solve, get him. Solve's cooking.
The thing is, I like minutia in games, right? I like the fact that I could just like run around Red Dead and do stupid little things that don't mean anything. I like inhabiting the world.
You can have that.
So when I saw that's not your idea of fun.
I ain't trying to comb the pony, the horse. I
hear you. I hear that, and then it's totally valid. And the
15-minute rides to the other side of the
is
town
totally valid as well. Which is why when I read the reviews of this game, I'm like, I'm gonna be the only one who plays this game, whether I like it in the end or not, because I'm not down for the Kojima BS.
Right.
But maybe the gameplay will draw me in somewhat.
Right,
so
but
we got.
I know it's not for you guys.
Oh, let me get this super chat. We got a £5 super chat from John Donut. I know I just butchered your name. But anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna act like that never happened. That launch trailer was the definition of prejudice. Pretentious. I damn near rolled my eyes into the back of my head when I heard America is a lie.
Yeah, look, I mean, listen,
this is a straight up vanity project, straight up.
Here's the like, what about, all right, in defense of people, obviously
there's no defense.
No, but wait a minute, none of us on this panel have played this game. Let's be 1,000.
I don't play this game,
but let's be 1,000, right? None of us have played it. So in fairness, until we experience it. So what we're doing right now is we're looking at the reviews and we're trying to formulate an opinion based on reviews from a lot of people.
Well, I feel like I agree with you on that, but at the same time, when you read 10,
right, I'm gonna get that. That's why hold on. I'm gonna get to that. I got you, Attic. I know where you're going. And that's what I was literally leading into that next point, which is the thing is we haven't played it, and we're gonna be fair, right? To Saab's point. The only thing I struggle with, and this is, I think BG mentioned it, and you're about to mention it, Addict, is that when I read reviews, and you read it, and the first thing they say is, 10 hours in, I'm really struggling, I'm really bored. When I hear terms like boring, slow pace, fetch simulator.
From the positive.
And it's a 9 to 10 out of 10. That's the part that blows my mind.
That's the part I struggle with. And I'm going to tell y'all straight up, I'm going to jump in right now, it's like, I was in on his nonsensical stuff in the beginning, right? I was like, okay, this is a good troll. I'm in, and graphically, let's not front.
He was. We used to argue about
that.
Right.
I was like, graphically, it looked fire. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, damn! Shout out with the $10 super chat, my boy Suicide Kings. If you read the reviews, the context doesn't coincide with the higher scores. These sites don't want to deal with the rabid fanboys, so you get games boring, gameplay sucks. Right? I completely agree with that.
Do you think it's fair to say that this review actually should have been lower? Like, I feel like the Metacritic should have been lower, but some of these sites are too scared to actually go in.
No, I'm going to give you why.
All I'm going to say is that, again, when I hear boring, tedious, and just more importantly, not fun. When I see, this is not fun, but if you get past 10, 15 hours, I struggle with that. I struggle with that. Like, why do I have to? So why is this game afforded that level of endurance to struggle through something to get it? That's my thing. So at that point, that was the red flag for me as a game. I'm not trying to knock anybody who's excited for it. But the number one is, like I told y'all last time, when he did the Tokyo Game Show review, and he said, from a hardcore, don't watch that. Don't watch this 1 hour gameplay of the core gameplay loop. Right, but don't watch that. But you stay in pocket. You don't gotta watch. But for other people who have to know, this is for y'all. And then when I saw that this is for y'all, and it was literally balancing packages, traveling from one place to another, that gameplay loop did not excite me. There was nothing about that for me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what people have to understand. Like, that's where I think it's very polarizing. And then obviously we heard what they saying, like at the end it's like a 2-hour cutscene or
that's ridiculous.
Like a movie.
Yeah. So anyway,
but what we really need to focus on, what we really need to get, to really highlight.
Right.
Is who the real MVP is. I've said it once, I'll say it again. IGN was the only company that was like, we ain't on the Kojima. So I have to say, Brap, I cannot believe I'm about to agree with you. I cannot believe I'm about to say, I will no ever go about IGN, about bias again. I can't say it anymore because when I needed them the most for Kojima,
you needed them the most. Anyway, go ahead, King. I know you bubbling. There we go.
What was the score that IGN gave them?
6.8.
A 6.8 out of what, 10, right?
Yeah.
Out of 10. But they had different, so IGN America gave them that. Then you had Spain, Italy, and Japan.
Good point. Good point.
Tell them, Sovereign.
Give them 8s and 9s.
They wasn't in pocket. Okay.
Good.
Now that you have one dude that want to be a rogue and want to put up a wild number and then the rest of the company puts up their numbers. Then that rogue dude is looked at differently inside the company. I can't go by. I don't care about reviews. Let me tell y'all that straight off the rip. All right. I saw the game. I'm a graphics whore. I'm gonna buy the game off rip. Now Kojima has gotten a certain level of cachet with me off of the simple fact that he has gaming memories in my head that I can't get out. And that certain level of cachet has afforded him for me to go purchase this game. Now, when I'm telling you this, I know going in, when I told you I was laughing at Throat Baby, when I told you it was a UPS package delivery service game, when I told you Konami had him in pocket and y'all was laughing at me, now that he's off the rails, money makes you more of exactly who you are. So the more money he made for that company, the more they allowed him to be who he was. At certain points in time, they probably told him, yo, boy, you got to stop doing that. You're going to have to calm down a little bit, because I know he has some really far out there thoughts. But now you see him loose. Right now, he's loose.
Grandma's off the meds.
He's off the meds. He's running down the block. The Emperor has no clothes. And now y'all are upset with what you see by this man. Don't be upset. You have enabled him for years. You are the cause. You have made this rabid fan base that has flocked to everything. When that man said the lolly lily lalu, you were supposed to look him in the face and say, no, sir, I'm not going to drink this Kool-Aid.
Hold on. Brad covered. He said, file super chat, that media bias. IGN Spain doesn't count. They have one employee and he was drunk off sangria.
Wow.
Continue. So pretty much we enabled this, King. What you say?
We
this
enabled
is awful.
him. He is a rock star.
You enabled him. Don't put that on me.
Listen, if you've ever played a Metal Gear game, if you ever gave any praise to Solid Snake, if you played a sneaking game, he is the godfather of
So if I played a sneaking game, I enable Kojima.
Listen,
Get out of here with that.
You know why? Because he is the godfather of that art.
Hold on.
Listen, go ahead.
We got Chris Righteous. $5 super chat. Young Ye and Skill Up says the game is great, so it's really a game you're gonna have to try to see if you like it. Seems boring to me, but I will try it.
I mean, it's at the end of the day, I see a lot of people trying to turn the narrative of people that's going at this game. This has never been about whether or not the game is good, whether or not the game's bad. This is about the hype, the anticipation this game got. I've said some crazy stuff about this game. I have, but I've never changed the narrative. It's 84 is a good score. 84 is a great score for a new IP. But it's like I said, it's 84 a good score for what these fans have put in this game on this pedestal.
Wow! Shout out to L Bug. Shout out to L Bug. Shout out to the stream team. Agreed. Kojima is the video games Kanye West. Wow.
Yeah, you know why? Because we're still
that's not true, because I actually like Kanye West.
We're going off of his first album. So this is not his it was
college
written.
dropout.
Still
college
going
dropout.
off of his best lyrics. We're still fondly remembering him in his heyday.
I got a question for you guys. What do you think? Even though they did obviously announce a long time ago that Death Stranding would be coming to PC, right? Obviously, a lot of people didn't remember that, right? So what do you guys feel about the timing of the re-announcement of that, right? Right before, obviously, a lot of people didn't remember it or know, whatever the case may be, right before the launch of the PlayStation version, right?
All right.
What do you think about that timing? Because for me, there's a couple of factors that make it weird for me, right? The fact that he had announced it in such a grand way before the launch of the PlayStation version, right?
Right.
That's one. Two, the fact is that this game is built on a Sony engine, on the Decima engine, right? So, honestly, I feel like, and I don't know if you guys agree,
right?
It feels like when Sony and he got together in the beginning, they gave him that bag to make his game, right? Somewhere in there, they still sort of felt he was going to be able to make a game that would be financially super successful and mainstream enough, like a Metal Gear game is, where it's going to bring back that money. It's going to have the controversy, but it's still going to be action-y enough where it's a game that they can market as this PlayStation third-person over-the-shoulder action game. And this isn't really that. So it almost feels like when they got the game back and they're like, oh, this is what your game is, it almost feels like there was an uncomfortable conversation there. Like, this isn't what we expected. How do we market this game now?
Oh, so you think you going like with the recoup? Like they like, yo, it could be.
They're trying to figure out when they got the game back and they saw what Death Stranding is. Death Stranding is definitively not an action game per se.
Right.
So, and my feeling is that's kind of what they expected the game to be. So it almost feels like they're having a little buyer's remorse. It's what it feels like.
Anyway. Let's get Undead and then let's get BG. Undead, what do you think about that comment, man?
Well, the thing that strikes it as weird for me is the fact that up until this point, like we knew there was a PC version coming and everything else.
Right.
But
it was in the press release, I believe.
The publishing side of it is kind of weird because the game's being published by Sony Entertainment on the PlayStation, obviously. But 505 is actually handling the PC publishing side.
Right.
Which I can't think of too many games that come out where it's a quote unquote console exclusive where there's a different publisher for the PC version.
There's going to be a different publisher for the Xbox version too.
Oh my God.
And the really weird thing to me too is like the Decima engine as well is like, this is going to be the first time this engine goes on PC.
Right.
And it's being handled by a third-party publisher. It kind of seems weird that Sony would relinquish that or not want to get the PC money
especially
themselves.
how they've come openly said that they are open to publishing games on PC too.
Right.
Yep.
And that was one of the contentions from the fanboys that was saying that it wouldn't go to PC because of the Decima engine, from what I recall. Shout out to Dizzy real quick, $2 super chat. Kojima has more ego than Peter Molyneux. Salute. Oh, BG, what about that aspect with the PC version, like in reference to what Saul was saying?
I mean, that it is a little bit on the stranger side, but I mean, I don't really care whether it comes to PC. I think it shows that I don't think Sony was like all in and necessarily we're gonna like planning to buy Kojima Productions or anything like that. They still wanted to see what game he was gonna make because and the game he chose to make to me really shows how like wild this man's mind is. Like, and I brought this up on Press Start podcast, and I asked him, I'm like this, and I said, Kojima makes games for himself. He doesn't make games for the public. He doesn't make games the public wants. He makes games for himself and sees and understands that he has a certain fan base that is loyal to his type and his loyal to his mind, not even loyal to his games, just loyal to his resume. And he's like, I could put this out and I'm pretty sure there will be people that'll buy it. And I'm like, and I said it, I'm like, I don't think developers should make games for themselves. You know, they should make games for what the people want specifically, right? Like I understand, like you make games that you're passionate about,
right?
But but games that is literally for you. This is a game that literally only the only person you could be sure would want to play this is Kojima.
But what about artistic expressions?
No,
BG?
and this is the thing. A lot. Some of the reviews that I read are they specifically focus on the fact that this game is obviously him letting people know how pissed off he was, how he was treated at Konami. This is what this game is about. This is what this game is about. In this long, roundabout, dumb metaphorical way, like that's what it is.
All right, but hold on. Shout out to Gabe. He was coming at us. He said, how we all get an L because this is an 84 Metacritic. So we really getting at an 84 Metacritic game?
84 is terrible.
Terrible?
84 is terrible for the... Y'all got to understand, when you hype a game from the logo, not from the gameplay. You hype a game from the logo because of simply because of who was making it. You're not allowed to get an 84. You're not allowed. The media, the general public who hyped this game from the logo for 3 years. No, you don't get to get an 84.
But BG, is it really an 84 though? With people scared to say something bad about your name?
Oh, it's honestly definitely more of a 74. But,
I think maybe it's probably like a 65. Maybe he barely passed. You know, and you guys are sitting there. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, but Gears." Listen, this is not a game versus a game. Let's stop that. Let's stop pushing that narrative. Only weird dudes that want likes and stuff like that need to put up another game against another game. We're talking about the game in itself in its whole, it's itself. And I didn't get a chance to play it yet, but I'm gonna purchase it because I got my PlayStation for AAA exclusive titles. This is a AAA exclusive title only to the PlayStation at this moment. Next year is gonna come out for PC. God bless to any of you that can afford a PC that can run it. All right, so God bless on that. So don't fraud on that. I'm gonna wait the PC. Stop it. You just don't want to get the game. But the fact of the matter is, when you play this game, you're going to come up to your own decision on the game. There's too many people afraid to go against Sony as a market leader right now, to go against Kojima as a genius in his own right. You know, not to say that he's not bold and he's not daring, because he is. Right. And we do need that in our industry. We don't need everybody to be straight-laced all the time. We need somebody to have hair out.
He needs a system of checks and balances, because you can be the
and that's what Konami was.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Hey, I want to point out, I've always said Konami kept stuff together.
As weird as Metal Gear games are, right? He still had a structure that he had to work within, right?
But Sovereign, let me ask you this. When you first left the company that dejected you and threw you in the bushes, and your first freestyle album out is going to be what? Your first freestyle album probably won't be good, because you're going to still have all that pent-up animosity toward the company that you built. You know, so
wait, are we saying Death Stranding is the freestyle rebuttal to Konami?
This is his get back. This is his Nas going back.
This is his ether. This is his ether, right?
No, this is not his ether. Don't do that.
This the takeover. This the takeover. Breaks over. God MC Kojima.
His next joint will be ether. This is his Nas album. What was it? I know I can.
Yo, you stupid. Yo, you
what I want to be. You know that? Remember the album? Like one mic, you know that dude. He had some bangers on it, and he had some whack stuff. Right. So this is that album to get back after the breakup. Okay, let the man get his breakup out of his soul.
Even throughout the course of all of his Metal Gear games, right? There's still things from a gameplay perspective and a storytelling perspective that it's obvious that nobody's telling him no, man. Like you have to round this out in a way that makes sense. Not you can try to be deep, you could try to be metaphorical, but if it doesn't make sense, and then from a gameplay perspective, if it's not mechanically functional, right, in a way that makes sense, those things need to be addressed, and that's what I feel he doesn't have. I feel he has a lot of yes men around him, right? You know what Kojima reminds me of? You ever talk to a little kid, like a 3-year-old, right? Like my nephew when he was 3 years old, right? And he's describing something to you, right? Little kids will describe things to you in exacting detail, how they see it, right? Like, oh yeah, you know, like the rainbow, and then the dragon came down from the rainbow, and the dragon was purple and green, and then you know, then the dragon came, and then he threw a fart on the leprechaun, and like they will tell you the story in the most exacting way, and that is Kojima. Kojima is a 3-year-old, and he just vomits stuff out, and people are like, yeah, that's what it feels like.
But he's a hurt 3-year-old
without any checks and balances.
The disrespect of the great.
The level of hurt that this man has endured. You know, we don't know how they locked him. They did him really bad.
They did him dirty. We all agreed. We all agreed they did him dirty.
For somebody that built your company on his back or whatever, you know, Konami had a name, but he brought it to the forefront. Let's not act like this man wasn't due a gold watch. He didn't get his gold watch. He got a kick in the butt out the door. So this is his rebuttal. Now, however he works out the kinks, if he's gonna lose a couple, my bet on this man is that his next album is gonna be a banger.
But here's the thing, but I got to challenge you on one thing. We're gonna get the super chats in a minute, and I want you to get though. I just want to say, like, what about to Sov's point, to BG's point, in the sense of checks and balances, right?
Yeah, they were controlling him.
So what if the relationship worked? Because he's this creative beast who's so descriptive, whatever, but then he had that foundation to be like, okay, let's chop that out. Let's not give them all of this. Let's get it more in a concise. And that's how we got the classics that we got. And maybe now him by himself, we don't get that same level.
To this, I say this, Justice League. All right, we got Zack Snyder's little chopped up cut because somebody decided to do whatever they wanted to do, but the world is screaming for his full cut. Let Zack be the creative genius. If he's going to go off the rails, whatever it's going to be, let it happen, right? This is our let it happen. Right. Okay, let's give him this mulligan. Let the man have this mulligan. Let this be his mulligan, right?
I give you that. But the thing is, he can have this mulligan, right? But the bottom line is that at the end
it look good though?
If the financial, but we know graphics is your thing.
But if the financial bottom line isn't there at the end of the day, the bag for the next game isn't going to be there.
You think he ain't gonna make his money back? I think he made his money back already. Those frauds online talking about they're gonna cancel their pre-order.
This is not as universally appealing as Metal Gear.
Who cares?
Attic, we got
GameStop is gonna have a ton of them.
Attic, you get those super chats, bro?
Yeah, I can.
We got Brad.
No, let me look. Did we get the one about Dizzy?
Yes, we just
I think no, we didn't get Dizzy.
All right, so we got a $2 super chat from Dizzy. It's Kojima has more ego than Peter. I don't even know who.
Oh no, we got that.
We got that one.
All right, then we got a $5 super chat from Brat. Kojima has a naked velvet portrait of himself hanging. I can't finish this. Hanging in his office. Keely probably. Oh my God, I'm done.
I'm done. He has the same portrait in his bathroom. And then come Brad again. Kojima is the cannabis of gaming. Wow, y'all out here today. Y'all out here. Continue solving it. King.
I just don't know again if because he's used to. All right, now he's able to be weird with a bag, right?
You said he's weird with a bag.
I'm done.
If the bag, if Sony decides or whomever decides, hey, like he's gonna start, he's really about him. He's not gonna make a game that's universally appealing, that's gonna sell the way we want it to sell. The bag ain't gonna be there. So now all of a sudden, Kojima's gonna be making weird indie games.
I'm telling you, Sovereign, this is where I know you're absolutely wrong. This game is going to sell. Honestly, I really think it's going to appeal to a certain level. First of all, the certain level of Kojima fan is purchasing off the rip. Off of, and then the collector. This is his first game in his company on this platform. So the collector's gonna purchase, put it up and just to show it off, because fingers snapped, I already know the first release on his first solo project that he did. I'm
willing to bet this game is gonna have a legendary percentage of people who don't beat it. I guarantee it.
You know what I really think happened here? I think when this whole Kojima thing happened and he left Konami, I think Sony went to him in a place of weakness. Not necessarily, them being weak, right? But they wanted him in a place of weakness, and they're like, "Look, we'll fund whatever the hell you want to make."
Right. No, I get that.
And then Kojima's like, "Whatever I want to make." He's like, "Whatever
millions
want to make." We'll give you millions of dollars to do whatever you want to do. We'll
millions.
I will say this. I think it is gonna sell. I agree with King in this step because I can't front because it's so polarizing.
Oh yeah.
Now there's people that want to know what the hell's going on because it's such a divisive game. Do you agree on that? Do you think that because of all the controversy, that is going to directly affect sales, or you think that one of the cats out the bag dudes ain't rocking?
Look, I'm gonna say this. I think people need to keep sales expectations in check. This is I don't mean this is a knock against this game. This is just a really hard game to sell to your brother who plays Call of Duty and Madden every week. Okay, this is.
I don't think I could sell this to the homeless dude beside the dollar store.
Continue. Undead.
But the thing is this game's coming out in one of the most crowded release schedules of this year. I think this game will be a sales hit in a spring or a summer window. I think it's going to have a hard time coming off the backs of Call of Duty and heading right into Pokemon time. I'm not saying those.
Wait, but when's COD? When was COD released? Was it October? When was COD released?
Late October, but
because they should be free for November, though, right?
Yeah, the thing is with a casual market, they buy.
We have Fallen Order.
Black Friday.
We got Fallen Order. We got who else? We got in November.
We got to pay some of the bills too.
Yeah, go for it. Go for the bills, Attic.
All right, so we have a $5 super chat from Cat Daddy. He says, last one, I think most of these cats canceled their pre-order for Clout. They probably pre-ordered it to play on throwaway account. Rest in peace, Redskins. I guess that's a football team.
Yeah. Friday night football. Friday night football for you.
Oh, Friday night football.
I'm going in the bushes for that.
You know what? For that, I'm not reading.
I'll read the next one. Lord Dirty D, shout out to all the Canadian brothers in the house. He said, shout out to the podcast. The show as big as RDX for real. Great show every week. Love from the frozen north. Yellow knife in the building, Undead. You know what I'm saying? Keep spitting true. But continue, Undead. I interrupt you, bro.
I don't know. Like, Death Stranding is a hard sell. Did anyone see the Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Death Stranding.
Yeah. Hilarious.
I have to admit, when everyone's out here saying, if you don't like Death Stranding, it's because you're not intellectual enough to understand it, and then they come out with a Rick and Morty ad for it. I'm like, okay. There is a little bit of confusion on what intellectual means.
Yeah. So the question, do you think it's going to move? It's not going to win MPD?
It's going to move at the gate, but I don't think this is going to be one of the ones where it's top 10 best-selling games of 2019.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think so.
Let's go ahead. First off, I want to ask the chat. Put a 1 if you think it's going to sell well. Put a 2 if you think it's going to sell all right. Put a 3 if you think it's just going to flop. And question to this to the realm. What does it sell in the first week?
Oh man, I just got to know the competition. All I know is Jedi Fallen Order, right? What else is in November?
Jedi Fallen Order, Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Oh, yeah, they ain't being Pokemon. He ain't being. That's a wrap. Never mind. Once you said that, it's over.
And they may not be Jedi Fallen Order.
I mean, look, like
Star
when
Wars
you look at
based.
the other, even when you compare it to like the other, you know, Sony major Sony games. I mean, bruh, it's not outselling Spider-Man. It's not outselling God of War.
Facts.
It's, bruh, I don't even think it might outsell Days Gone. Days Gone, I don't like Days Gone.
My God.
I don't.
Come on, BG.
Nah,
Days Gone still
BG.
killed it for me.
I don't like Days Gone, but I don't think it's gonna outsell Days Gone.
BG, I think it's gonna be Days Gone.
Damn, got disrespected the great.
Bro, people have people love that zombie theme. Yeah, y'all know this, right? But like, I don't think it's gonna outsell Days Gone.
No, I feel you on that. I've seen. Okay, you know what it is. I've literally seen a person turn into another person standing next to me, trying to find this man. And it's weird to even say it, but she was nice, she was cool, everything was great. We went inside the store to buy the Sony stuff. You know, her husband, her soon-to-be husband, was there, and you know, we all shopping together. We're having a great time, and the fact that Kojima was rumored to be on site. There was a $500 statue right there that I saw her calculating in her head how she can get the $500 to pay for said statue. She almost cried when they didn't have a shirt in her size, and the dude found it in the back. And then they went around to find this man to figure out where he was at, because he was like leaving little cookie crumbs on Twitter or whatever the hell he was. Like, I'm in this area, and they was taking pictures. Listen, I saw her turn into a huntress to find this man.
It's a rabid fan base. That I listen. When you got Jeff Keighley in pocket and in your game, when you got movie stars, you got Norman Reedus and Guillermo del Toro, and
you gotta look at it.
and Conan O'Brien in this game.
I can't bet against this game.
I'm just saying, I don't think it'll be
beating
Pokemon,
that other new IP.
But
I don't know.
I'm very curious to see where it lands versus Jedi Fallen Order and the rest.
I think it beats Jedi Fallen Order.
No, I don't.
No, you know what? No. You know what? No.
It's not big.
No, we talking just on PlayStation.
Listen, no, I don't think it beats Jedi Fallen Order for the simple fact that the new Star Wars is Disney's launching The Mandalorian. And the new Star Wars movie is coming in December. The hype is too high for Star Wars.
He's right.
No,
BG Star Wars is hype, man.
It's too high. It is too high right now.
And plus, this is
it's not. I mean, that's it's not beating Jet Fallen Order. It's not.
And plus, this is looking like to be one of the the better Star Wars games we've had in probably 5 years.
This Respawn, so I got to support. Respawn with a license. Oh, that's right. They even made a whack game.
Don't you love how he changed up from that Apex? Now this is something I can do.
It's something I can get behind. No, look, man, we've been rocking rocking and rolling with this joint. Let's keep it pushing. But yeah, very polarizing game. We shall see what happens. But Lord King, man, this is going on real quick, man. Xbox All Access Program. What's going on out here?
Hey, yo, I'm gonna catch y'all later. I gotta go.
All right, BG. Yo,
All right,
salute,
later,
brother.
BG. Thank you for coming through,
Thank
brother.
you, brother. Appreciate you.
If y'all don't see his 2 videos,
Yo, please,
that's up right now.
Weapon Wheels later tonight. Please support that,
Yep.
brother. And please,
Yeah.
Broke Games HD. Always much love in the realm, my bro. Salute.
Make sure you check out those 2 videos he got up right now. I swear, the one with him in the office, I had to pull over and watch it with Ghost Supreme because I almost crashed my car.
Yo, BG's a fool. Salute. You know what I'm saying? But yo, what's going on? What's going on with Xbox, man? We got deals. What's happening? What's happening now?
All right. So the specific dates, I'm not a specifics guy because this really doesn't apply to me, but this applies to the most. Now, what we do in a vacuum as human beings, we assume that other individuals are doing the same exact thing that we're doing, which is not true. All right. So that's the preface. This what's going on. Xbox is releasing a new program called All Access, right? Now, All Access is an incumbent feature, just the same way that you go to get your cell phone now. Not many people have consoles, but you can't really tell a dude without a cell phone, right? So not everybody goes inside the store and purchases a cell phone all cash out, right? Now, I don't do it. I don't know who does it. I don't have $1,000 to go inside and let me go get the new Galaxy S10 Plus. I don't. Well, so usually I get on a subscription service, a plan to pay it off with the warranty. And at the end of the year, it's over, or the 2 years or whatever it is. And then you usually trade your phone in and upgrade it to the next model. Right, because I have a buyback program. Actually, Samsung just sent me that now, so I'm getting ready to send my S9 Plus, and I'm going to go get a 10 because they're giving me free earbuds. Okay, great. All right, so Microsoft, shout out to Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer, and his divine wisdom has devised a plan for those individuals that are financially cash-strapped, that are in a position where they can't support 2 ecosystems, but they want to indulge. They are at a point where they're trying to make ends meet, and situations are at a point where they only have certain amount of money to make it happen. So what if I told you for $30 a month, I'll give you the most powerful console?
You got to do the Morpheus thing, man. What if I told you?
I'm going to let you pick this pill. Right?
Let me get these super chats real quick.
Go ahead.
I don't think we had one from Cedric. Thank you for the $10 super chat, man. You should have put something there, man. We encourage you. If you put that money, we want you to say something. But anyway, we got a $5 super chat from Shrimp Kingdom. You told me go ahead, switch the style up, and
if they you gotta spin it with the bars though. You told me go ahead, switch the style up. If they hate to let them hate, watch the money pile up.
Look, man. My skin's a little bit too white for the bars. All right, man. It's a little too white. So then we got the $5 super chat from the Ashton Luca. I'm gonna go ahead and let you read that. Because I'm sure you'll like that.
All right, so my trash box done, and my delay station 4 because they don't have exclusives. Switch gang, salute! Let's get it! Proud representation.
Don't feed these dudes.
Yes.
But listen, Luca.
We got 315 people in here, man. I appreciate all of you for coming through. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Let's try to get it above 100 before the end of the show.
Something, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Lady Luca the realm.
Listen, Lady Luca.
You know what though, Luca? If you don't have an Xbox, I guess we can't finish that raid. I guess I'll stay on PC.
Don't worry about it. Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer has something for her. Now, for the low price of $30 a month, you get, when you walk in the door, you get the most powerful console right now. The most powerful console. Nobody can ever say it's not, because it is. It's a fact. Go feel that. Rub that in your chest. It hurts. I know. Plus, we give you 2 years of Game Pass for free with it. So actually, it pays for itself. If you do the math on Game Pass Ultimate a month, is you're actually making a killing here. So, but get this. I know you're like, King, but why would I do that? And Scarlett's getting ready to come out because they have a buyback program. If you give back the console in working order, you can upgrade up to the Scarlet. So all that stuff, all that progress that you put in, and Microsoft ecosystem travels, right? So it travels from this system to the next because they actually do back compat. You can actually take the disc and put it inside from an Xbox, a regular Xbox OG inside your Xbox, and you can actually play these games. Listen, people. What a real true leader does, he doesn't divide the community, he unites the community. He also makes it in a way that you can get down and be affordable. Remember when I told you that a boss
Who's that leader though? Who's that leader? Who did
Phil
that?
Dominus Maximus Spencer, T-shirts and Teespring right now.
Right now?
There it is, right now. Boom.
I don't know. I didn't know who did that for us though.
Yeah, that's who did that for you. And Cognito, I think you're onto something. I can see what you have to understand. What you have to understand.
Man, you guys are starting to make slogos and promoting, man.
I just want to know who did it for us.
What you have to understand is a true boss, a true king, a true leader is going to make sure that he takes care of his followers. So if financially you can't handle the burden of making that leap forward, he just made it easier for you. So if you thought I might not be able to purchase a Scarlet, and I do have my regular OG Xbox, and I do want to watch 4K movies. Well, he can do that for you right now. And there's other tiers to it. You don't have to get an X. You can just upgrade to your S for as little as $19.99 a month.
So let's break it down, King. Let's break it down. We got the Xbox One. We got the SAD.
Yes, we got the all digital edition.
We got the Sade. Oh, my bad, the Sade. You are correct. If you're getting the E, we got the Xbox One Sade, and we got that for $20 a month. You know what I'm saying? And coming in with the that console, the 24 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and then the 18-month an upgrade option, and then you got the S, $22.99 a month, same kind of a deal, and then you can get the X, I believe, for $30 a month, 24 months, again, Game Pass Ultimate, and like King, you said, they're doing the upgrade option, so I believe limited time, after 12
you have to have it for 10 months before you can upgrade.
Yeah, so
they are ironically setting that up for the Scarlet.
For Project Scarlet and stuff like that. Okay.
So after seeing that, you can see that when the Scarlet is going to be released. And you guys are first in line to get your hands on a Scarlet. You send it back in working order. You get yourself a Scarlet. You into the next generation with your 200 games plus, because Game Pass is growing daily. Now, remember, this is the caveat. All first-party games are released in Game Pass. The level of entry to get you in, he has lowered the threshold. No longer do you need the $500, $600 plus money to buy games. If you was to actually go to the store to purchase this bundle with those 200 games, you will be well over $200 to $3,000 here, sir. So what you have to understand, for the low price of $30 to $19.99 to $30,
but King, they giving it away. They giving it away. I don't feel comfortable because I should be paying full price for the system, and I want a pocket watch.
It's your choice. You can go to the store and spend $600 for the game. And you can buy the controllers. You can do all of that stuff. But for the conscientious gamer, for the gamer who wants it all, for the gamer who actually is really gaming and not frauding, because I've never heard someone say, actually I did on my timeline, I heard somebody say, I don't want budget games for $1.
EBT game. This EBT gaming. I need to spend the full money, and I don't appreciate this, King. I want a pocket watch.
Right.
So Gaming Forte, I do want to say this real quick. He says this is Microsoft nickeling us to death with options.
So at what point in time do you actually become a gamer and stop frauding? At what point in time? What does this company have to do to you to show you that they are doing you a serious fan service? Now,
games.
Now, when you go out and you go to the next generation and you're going to go purchase your consoles, I'm telling you, look at what the companies is doing for you. I'm not telling you don't buy Sony. I'm buying it. I'm not telling you don't buy Nintendo. I'm buying it. But you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to take advantage of this. My son doesn't know for the solstice. I'm going to purchase him a SAD edition. So he can get his Xbox One, so he can play his Destiny, so he can have his fun. And then I'm going to trade his joint in for a Scorpio.
Fire.
I mean, for
The Scarlet.
Scarlet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna trade his joint in, and I'm gonna give him my Scorpio. All right, so he's gonna have an X, but I'm gonna get that Scarlet edition because I want to be first in line on the transition, and I'm gonna take advantage of the 200 games he get a chance to play that I don't have to come out of my pocket for.
Fair enough. Oh, this is interesting, man. Let's get Undead. Let's get solved. You know, obviously the Xbox All Access program has been released. Actually, it's returned. So, what do we feel about this Undead? You know, do you feel it's good value for gamers? What do you feel about Microsoft's strategy leading into next gen?
Look, I ain't gonna front. I'm a broke ass dude. I work 67 hours a week to pay my family for what they need and everything else. I'm a single income family. There's not a lot of options out there for you to purchase. Like, I broke my back to get myself a potato gaming PC. I bought my original Xbox One used. I was blessed enough to have friends like Anchorman to help me upgrade to an X. I worked 80 hours a week to buy myself a PlayStation 4 Slim. It's a struggle when I need to upgrade hardware. We always talk about accessibility in video games. We talk the Xbox Adaptive Controller. We talk subtitle print size. We talk all these different ways. Accessibility is not only in terms of physical accessibility, it's also in terms of financial accessibility.
Preach it, bro.
And you know, as someone who's sitting here regretting I don't have a Switch, I can't afford a Switch, it's just not in the cards for me. If they had something like this where I can put away $15-$30 a month and have a Switch in my home and I can play those games, that's not a bad thing. Like, if you have the financial ability to go out and buy a PS5 day one, to buy a Scarlet day one with your bag of money, more power to you. But to lower the entrance fees so more people can play games, I don't see why this is a talking point at all. This is just great in an all-around fashion. And you know what? If PlayStation came out with it, I would applaud them. If Nintendo came out with it, I would applaud them for it, making gaming more accessible for people. It's the same thing I've always said with Xbox Game Pass. I've got a friend, homie only gets 20 hours a week at a part-time job. There ain't nothing in this town for anybody. But you know what? I bought that man a year's worth of Game Pass so he could play games all the different times. This man got to play Devil May Cry 5 through Xbox Game Pass because he couldn't have afforded that. And he's happy. He's enjoying his time while working 2-3 different jobs to make ends meet without having to drop the full price of games. I don't see an issue with that. That's just where I stand.
Undead, Al, you called the king, said, if I'm not confident in my product, I'll be doing the same as Xbox. Xbox has no confidence. That's why they doing all these deals. What do you say to that?
If you know what, if they don't have any confidence in their products, I don't know why. Outer Worlds and Gears 5, we want to talk review scores. They reviewed well. All of a sudden, those all those people that were like, "Oh, we only get AA $1 games through Game Pass." I don't.
And I just want to point out the Outer Worlds scored higher than Stranding currently. So,
out of control.
So we got a $5 super chat for. Oh God, man! Wow. I appreciate all the hospitality you guys are giving us, man. Got a $5 super chat from WDFC podcast. DeathStranding looks to be made for. You guys can definitely handle Sundance film. Oh my God, I can't keep up. Enthusiast, loving Outer Worlds, Jedi Fallen next. Great show, my Iron Lords. Congrats, Nick.
No doubt. Shout out to Gamers by Choice with the $20 super chat. Thank you, Lords, for such an awesome show and being great for the gaming community. I enjoy the shows. I get news and laughs. Hit the like button. Yo, salute, brother. That means a lot. So if you want to get the next one from Brap.
Shout out to Brap. Hey, with the $5 super chat, King.
You gotta stop saying his name like a machine gun, man.
King and Phil hustling us. You don't need an Xbox console anymore. All you need is Boost Mobile, XCloud, and Game Pass.
And you know what? You're onto something. See what you I love that, Brap, that you are with.
And imagine
with
that with Game Pass too.
Listen, with comedy, he just told you the barriers are being broken, the shackles is being taken off. Now, what happens if Game Pass has XCloud in it when that is an all incumbents thing, and you're playing wherever you want to play? I love the fact that Undead expressed that, you know,
Yeah,
financially
that's real.
it's not in his cards right now to have a switch or to do certain things. And listen, this is coming from a person that can purchase Devil May Cry. I waited and Game Pass rewarded me. You know, so just the same experience, the guy that he has, his friend that he knows played the game. I was elated to find out that Devil May Cry, because I love Devil May Cry, but my backlog was so crazy, I couldn't say to myself, I'm going to take $60, purchase a game, and let it sit on the shelf like I did with Zelda. And I want to get inside Zelda right now, but it was offered in Game Pass. I said, let me get into it. Let me play it real quick. Thank you. And then I move forward. Don't fight. Somebody said they don't have no confidence in their games, and that's a boon for you. Let their confidence fall to the floor. You pick their confidence up. You pick it up at the low. Why would it be a problem for you worrying about if they're making money? Let them go down. If they're not making a nickel and you are winning, why are you complaining that you're winning?
I get confused with like why people get upset when there's deals beneficial for gamers. Like it's just confusing. Like the gamers in this generation get more upset the more accessible things are for other people. Isn't that like weird? Like, don't you want people to enjoy a product? Don't you want
That's
more
definitely
people?
weirdo energy. Yeah,
Weirdo-
I don't get that.
I don't get it. Like,
See, there's still a part of this community where it's like King said earlier in the show, you know, we all came from being made fun of for playing video games in a place, and now it's becoming more and more accessible to more people, and some people still have this energy like, no, this guy made fun of me in high school. He can't play this game.
yeah.
Can't do this. Like, the thing was, like, we all know it. When I went to high school, I was on the football team, everything else, but I played video games. I didn't tell anybody on the team I played video games. Hell no. I ain't telling them that I was all about, like, Baldur's Gate and all this. I did not. That was not something you could talk about.
Right.
But, like, I've got a nephew who's in high school now, and they sit around pre-game and play Nintendo Switch. That's a beautiful thing. Okay?
Preach it,
More
brother.
people playing games means more game sales. More game sales means more games.
Preach.
What is wrong with that picture? People just don't get it.
People, I think, again, exclusive culture and a lot of other things just really contributed to it. And I just think it's an antiquated way of thinking. Like, people are going to be in a... King, me and you talked about this offline. There's going to be a rude awakening next generation when a lot of people's favorite game companies are going to be following suit with what's going on now. You're starting to see the evolution, the change.
I'm so happy that PlayStation Now dropped the price down and they're including first-party titles into their stuff. And hopefully the trends going forward shows them date and date, shows them giving different type of services. I want them to adopt this economic program where they can get the PlayStation 5 to you, because I don't think a lot of you guys, y'all think y'all ready for $600, $500. Y'all think y'all ready for it, but when the times come, let's say, God forbid, you lost your job at that point, you can't afford it, you didn't put the money away, or something tragic happened, or your car broke down and you have to have money, that real life happens. So if you had to go purchase cell phones at full price, not too many of y'all will be waving around a new phone and taking your new phone pics. So stop fronting.
They
like
get
y'all
mad at the
doing-
lease. They get mad at the car lease too.
they're a part of it. You know, you have been using services to pay off stuff. You have been financing things forever. So when somebody tells you you're financing a console or something now it's a problem. Don't do that.
Lord,
Just
Alec,
because
with
your
the-
company
with
don't.
the camera on. What's going on? We got some super chat.
Oh,
No, let
I
that
love
rock.
that.
Let that. He had the
Somebody
IOP hat.
screenshot
Yo,
that.
did you have that
Send it back to
IOP
me.
trucker? Do you got that IOP trucker? Yes.
It's gone.
Yes,
It's gone.
son, let's go.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
Yo, he took
You
the
could have had the hat on, man.
I'm
But
trying to
I
get-
told you, you will not condemn me. It won't happen. I'll put
Listen,
it back
man,
on.
put it on, son. We got to get them sales. I
That's
need
what you got him to
that
put on the trucker?
demographic. That's the demographic I'm going for.
You got him with the trucker on. Oh man,
Bobby, get that trucker right now.
that's not the trucker. That's the one I got.
No, but we gotta call it the trucker because it's more funny.
Now he got the regular fitted.
Yo,
You got the fitted.
Alec, put it to the side. Put it to the side. So show that merch. There you go. There we go. There we go. He in the realm. He out here, baby. He in the realm. Get that right now. Get that crowd of the Lords. You already see my man Addicts out here. You know what I'm saying?
Instead of M&M's, he's Snickers.
Yo.
MC Snickers.
Y'all saw that crowd of the Lords, but my man right now. I'm gonna put
Yo,
the link
get
up in
that
the
super
description.
chat for MC
Yeah,
Snickers.
We got two. We got a $5 super chat from Brap. It's nice that the barriers of entry are coming down. More access to gaming grows the pie. Yes, definitely. You're on to something, Brap. And of course, Delilah. We have a $20 super chat from Delilah HD. Exactly, Brap. Xbox's future is very bright, and Xbox Game Pass is part of that equation. Make no mistake, console dedicated hardware is still extremely important. Regardless, content is king. #XO19.
No.
Be careful, Delilah. Me saying that statement, Xbox future is bright, put these dudes in their feelings.
No doubt. Look, man, Addict, real quick, do you think it's a good deal overall, man? Like, how you feeling? And then we move this on.
Well, normally when it comes to consoles, you usually have a good amount of time to. I usually have them paid off at GameStop months before they come out. But there's a lot of people. I'm single. I don't got no kids, so I have a little bit more extra cash than your average Joe. Definitely nothing like Lord King over there, but like you guys always make fun of me over the X thing. It's like because the X didn't come out day one. If the X would have came out day one, I'd have an X. I could have picked up an X for $150. I just don't. I got a PC now, so I don't even really need an X. So.
No doubt. Shout out to Lord Dirty D with the $2 super chat. MC Kit Kat, this man needs a break.
See, look. I try to do something for the community. I try to do the camp thing, the hat thing, and I put it sideways.
Bro,
thing.
you out here, man. Don't let no one tell you otherwise. You out here.
There's nothing, this is fantastic. I am loving this episode. He said MC Kit Kat, I'm dead.
But on the real note, man, we got.
You see what you joined, Undead? Yeah, we gotta go. Undead. You see what you joined? You see the realm that you.
So, real brief, my only beef with the way that they sort of message this is that they sort of message it very quietly, like they need to get out there and really. I want to see commercials about this. It's not out there, like they really need to get out there, especially now that the big thing, the big motivating factor is you can upgrade to next gen hardware.
Yes,
that's Sovereign. You know what I think? I think they don't really want people to know too much because they might not have enough Scarlets to go around.
Yeah, that's fine. But, in a year when that the Xbox sales at the end of this year, this Christmas is not going to be great hardware wise for anybody except probably the Switch, right? Yeah, and everybody's thinking about next gen. So I mean, honestly, like,
they're not thinking about that.
Do what you can. Do what you can. To get hardware in people's hands. Moreover, do what you can to get Game Pass in people's hands.
Shout out to Philly Eagle $2. This episode is already an instant classic. Laugh out loud. Shout out to Jonas Montes. The host Cognito should grow a beard and call the podcast the Iron Beards Podcast. These dudes' beards are epic. Look, I can't compete. You got me and Solve in the bushes on that one.
There's not one speck of hair on your whole head.
He said he just got eyebrows.
They beard shaming me, y'all.
I bet you sometimes when you looking in that mirror, you're like, do I really need these eyebrows?
I'm out here looking like a 12.
He said he can shave his eyebrows off and just be a muscle.
See, Undead, see what you joined? This is the abuse you're going to be part of now.
What I'm seeing now is I'm seeing 3 guys with beards and 2 guys that don't. So I think we're outnumbered.
No, Sovereign got the scruffy on.
I got the scruff. I don't let it grow like that because then I just get ingrowns in my. Yeah, that's not good.
Listen, I'll wrap this one up. Solve, yo, definitely onto it. Like, look, no upfront cost, y'all. Like, this is tremendous value. Tremendous. It's gonna really help remedy a lot of people who are on the fence who just couldn't get in. And like Undead said, man, not everybody is running out the window with multiple systems and stuff like that, and they may want these games. So like, this is great. I gotta speak to Matt Piscatella from MPD. We had him in the realm before because I want to make sure. I want to know if anything brought through this all access program counts as a traditional MPD console sale. I'm very curious to see how that's reported. But regardless of what, like, they gotta promote this. They gotta promote this hard. If they make more gamers aware, I think the Amazon move was tremendous because this way, like, everyone's on that Amazon. That Amazon Prime, you jump in there. I believe UK is definitely on about it, and they're going to be trying to do more regions and stuff like that. But look, if they promote this thing, this is a perfect way to set up the next generation, to get people invested in the Xbox Scarlet system. Phil Dominus, man, you might be on to something, man. We got it.
You know what else? You know what else? You know what else is nice, LordCognito?
What's up?
Just this motion that you know nothing about.
Oh, yo, I got a little peach fuzz. You know
He said this going like this.
They all the bearded lords are doing this.
Yo,
Look,
I think they're gonna promote it.
I'm gonna get on my soapbox for a minute with Xbox.
Let's go.
Y'all need to stop treating Canada like we're a third world country.
I forgot, bro. Yeah,
because
right.
like we don't got XCloud.
What?
We do not at this Scarlet upgrade system. Not available in Canada. And the Elite V2 pre-orders went up in Canada last week.
Listen, you're part of you are a part of IOP. I'll purchase it in New York, send it to you. What are you talking about?
Hustle gang. Hustle gang.
Talking about? Like you need an account? I'll make a dummy account for you. I'll throw you in there.
Whoa!
Don't worry
The
about
Lords
that.
do not. Attic, where's my disclaimer voice? The Iron Lord podcast did not.
No, I'm with this. We all about this.
You do not ever have to fret, sir. IOP got you. You see this? You see the hat? It's on, baby. Don't worry, you good.
Your jersey in the mail soon. You know what I'm saying?
And I say this for other people as well. Two of the most rabid countries for Xbox are Brazil and Mexico. They have some of the most rabid and passionate fans. And a lot of these programs Xbox is putting out is not accessible in Canada, Mexico, Brazil. I understand you got to roll these programs out slow, but where your biggest fans are and the people that are going to talk about your stuff are, you got to get it to those people.
But I got to tell you this, Undead. You said the rabid fans are there. Maybe those systems already sold there and they've seen a level of plateau and they're trying to get to the regions where they didn't, where Sony hit first early. Remember, Sony made their bones going everywhere. Microsoft concentrated on a couple of locations while Sony decided to spread out the wealth, give it to everybody, and then they already made the pipeline. So what you want to do is establish a pipeline to get that current base already established so then you know your demographic and you know your market going forward. And those are the guys you send the emails to. Listen, pre-orders is up right now. You can send the Xbox through, make sure that it's in working condition. You can go down to these stations and stuff like that. So you don't want to preach to the choir. You want to preach to the peasant on the corner. You want to get him into the church. You don't want to preach to the people that's already in the church. Once they're already there, they're ready for that sermon. You want to get that flock to come inside. That's how you grow your congregation.
No, I feel that. And we all know the mistakes of with the Xbox One, with the Connect, the limited.
Ain't happening this time, baby.
So, hopefully they learn from this. But I agree with Undead. They do need to get Canada up. So shout out to us. And Maka's out there. He's repping. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really need to also, don't forget our brothers from the North. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm in New York. I don't got XCloud. I don't feel that. Sorry.
Anyway, back to the sympathetic king. Last topic solved when we roll out of here, man. Did EA bend the knee? What's going on?
EA absolutely bent the knee. So if we jump in a time machine back all the way back to 2011, right? EA decided that they were going to walk away from Valve, at least and mostly in part. Apart from the Sims upgrades or something like that, they walked away, citing that Steam has adopted a set of restrictive terms of service which limit how developers interact with customers to deliver patches and other downloadable content. No other download service has adopted these practices. Those are their exact words, and from that was born Origin. Now, fast forward to 2019, My feeling is Steam is crawling back and forth on their knees, giving Gabe Newell all the knees and saying, we need to get back on Steam. And how are we going to get back on Steam? Well, EA Access is probably the best way to get back on Steam. So they recently announced that they will be back on Steam, starting with pre-orders, which are already up for Jedi Fallen Order. Probably one of their biggest games, probably will be their biggest game of the year, apart from FIFA Ultimate Team, whatever they make in terms of money-wise. And I think, I mean, it's only positive for gamers, right? But I have to believe that they did this for a couple of reasons. One, obviously financially it makes sense, right? They need to get as many eyes on Jedi Fallen Order as possible. And I think that comes from pressure from Disney and from gaming in general to stop isolating their games to a service Origin, which works fine. But when they've had missed opportunities with Mass Effect, when they've had missed opportunities with Battlefront, when they've had missed opportunities with Anthem, you don't create your own storefront and isolate your games to that unless you have bangers. And when they first came up with Origin, people were like, you know what? They can sustain it. They can sustain it with all their games as a service, with all the games they have coming down the pipeline. They can sustain it. But you know, fast forward all those years, and the reality is that now people think of them differently, and isolating their games to Origin on PC is only a detriment to them. And I think Disney came to them and said, you are not going to do this to Fallen Order. You're not with as many sales as we expect to get with all the hype around Star Wars. So I think it was a matter of the Disney boot on the neck, realizing that this has to move forward, and them making the proper and right decision to go back to Valve.
We're going to have a disagreement here.
Oh, before you disagree, please get that super chat, Attic.
So we got a $10 super chat from JD Gamer. So many folks holding on to the console for gaming, but if you want to know the future, look to the children. What are they playing it on? They're playing it on iPads and iPhones, well, phones in general. XCloud and Game Pass. You know, it's like I said from the start. You know, you're onto something, JD Gamer, because you know, when you have that platform and you're able to just, you know, pop it in your phone, get the do the Bluetooth, get your phone and your controller, and you can play stuff on Game Pass for $10 a month. You know, it definitely works out. But you know, besides the fact, I don't think this was an EA thing.
What you think?
I think this was a Steam thing.
In the sense of what?
I think Steam got hit so much with losing all these all these big third-party AAA titles that's going to you know, Epic.
your favorite Epic.
You're right. You're right about that.
They needed it. Obviously, I think it's, you know,
it's
middle
mutually
ground.
beneficial, right?
Yeah, I think it's a middle ground thing, but I think Steam, if I were to put money in something, I think Steam reached out first.
Okay. Let's Undead, man. What do you think about this whole thing? You think EA bent the knee? You think it's just more business for Steam to compete? Like, where you at with this?
Well, let's face it. Steam's been hemorrhaging games at a massive rate.
It's epic.
But has it really been massive? Like, look at Steam.
It's been massive.
Did they change? Hold on. Did they change
No,
their policies on split though? Because if they change their policies on how they split money, Steam
won't do it. So Steam just gonna have to keep holding that L. Like, Steam refuses to let go of the more of the pot. So what's going on here is they're having to reach out to the people that, like, just think about it. They abandoned their own platform. You know, and you know what I really find interesting is the fact that EA Access is on Steam now. So now they have to give
whatever the discounts
they
are.
They have to not even just the discount, but they have to give the discount on their store, and Epic, EA has to give them a percentage of that subscription fee. So, you know, like, I think there was a middle ground. I think Steam got to the point where they lost control. They lost Borderlands. But I mean, I can't even name all the games they've lost. What's the Outer Worlds? Right. You know, they have been losing the majority of the AAA titles this whole year. I mean, Red Dead is coming out on Epic before Steam.
No, I feel you.
Red Dead.
No,
I feel you.
Go ahead, Solve.
I feel you. I get that, right? That clout from having the AAA games on there. But I just think from a money perspective, I still think the bottom line isn't affected that much. I think the look of it doesn't look good.
Well,
but I think
I don't
money wise, I don't think they're that affected.
I think they're still making way more money than Epic is. But at the bottom, like it's like you said, the perspective is there's very few games on Steam now. That's the perspective.
You were big AAA.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like you look on tweets, on comments on tweets. All you see is this going to Epic, this going to Epic, this going to Epic. Please say this ain't going to Epic. Is this going to Epic? Death Stranding. I guarantee. Death Stranding. I guarantee you that's going to Epic because if you look at their tweets, they've been answering every question about that announcement. But when someone asks, "Is this going to the Epic Game Store?" they don't answer that. So like,
let's let Undead finish.
Oh, I can answer that. 505 Games is publishing Death Stranding.
Yeah, and they publish.
It's going to Epic. Yeah, 505.
100%. Look, the thing is I want Epic to, and I think we're starting to see it. I want the industry as a whole to grab Steam by the throat and choke them.
My name is Attic, and I approve that message.
I want Tim Sweeney to put his boot on Gabriel's neck and be like, you need to make Half-Life 3, you need to make Left 4 Dead 3, you need to make games again. And I'm not talking a trading card game, I'm not talking kind of email stuff. You need to make what made Valve great again. You need to make
you're trying to MAGA Valve? Make Valve great again.
But I agree though in a little bit. I think Undead might be honest.
Right.
Just from the King, what about from the spirit of competition, right? Like these dudes got fat. You know what I'm saying?
The funny thing that I find hilarious,
they're slumped over. Their stomachs is boiling. They're good. And
the funny thing I find hilarious about this is, people talk about, oh, well, that's not competition. I'm not supporting something like that. But Netflix, Hulu, they do it all the time.
Yeah.
Like you have to compete. Like sometimes you have to hit up NBC, be like, your stuff's coming to me only.
Listen,
like
EA had a room in their house, and let's not front. EA Access and Orion and that stuff it was whatever, and it was just like the third wheel on your car. The only reason why I still got EA Access and I forget to delete it and get it off of my thing is when a new game is announced. I'm like, oh damn, I still got that thing, and or when they charge your account, right? So I paid for the year, so I got a whole year to forget, and then I remember when they say $35. Who? And like, where is my card? Who did that? Listen, they decided to cut costs. Maybe they can shut down that one room they can save money on that they're not using these and doing this and running that backdoor stuff over there. This is cost effective. So the money that they save in not running these services over here, they actually don't lose anything when they go to Steam. Let Steam do all that. This is the same way as you selling stuff and you have Amazon shipping your stuff. It's the same exact thing. They're just allowing another company to do this for them.
But the question I have for y'all real quick, and I'm very curious, is what happens now with Origin Access? Is that still going to be a thing now that they're over on Steam? Like, what happens? Are they bending the knee and folding out?
It's probably just going to be like the Ubisoft thing. They're both there.
But my question
when you launch something on Steam that's EA, it's going to boot up Origin.
Okay, so wait, you think it's just they're going to keep status quo with their launcher? They're going to still have that? Like,
that's how Ubisoft is. If you buy something off Ubisoft, off their launcher, it boots up their launcher to boot the game.
Got you. So pretty much status quo is just bend the knee. Let's put it on.
They
Steam
just want that
the biggest platform, the biggest
library. That's all they care about. They want that. That's all the Steam. There's no denying it. There's no denying it.
Oh, stop it. We almost done.
The Steam, the PC users, they have that rope around Steam. Destiny goes from Blizzard to Steam, and it went huge on Steam. So it is what it is. If you want to sell to as much as you possibly can on PC, you got to put it on Steam.
It's 2:00.
Yeah, we about to. Oh, they got you. They got you on Twitter, fam. DJ Sig is out here. He out here. Look, wrap it up real quick. Yeah, man, competition's good. Competition's good. You already know how I feel about it. So, they out here. Epic is definitely put a lot of pressure on people, and Steam has kind of responded. You know what I'm saying? We got the Destiny joint. You know what I'm saying? It was announced over there. Microsoft's putting their first party games over there. The exclusives. This is good. At the end of the day, it's good for gamers. Competition is good. Let them all fight it out. We win. That's all I got. Unless anyone else got anything else, and we'll roll.
Nobody's got anything else.
Yeah. We rolling. We rolling. I know it's a long one. And shout out to the technical difficulties earlier. New ILP poll with the recent mostly positive reviews of Death Stranding being released. Do you think it's possible for a game to be not fun / boring, yet still rated highly because of its narrative? The choices are A, no, media bias. Kojima is an industry darling, and Death Stranding proves that they don't hold him to the same standards. B, yes, Kojima is a unique artiste. Don't comment until you played the game yourself.
Facts.
Or C, I don't care. Konami was definitely onto something. Those are the choices. Please rock the ILP vote when it goes up. Lord Undead of LordsOfGaming.net. An absolute pleasure to welcome him in the realm. Beautiful things, special things will be happening. 2020, we're looking for a fantastic year and beyond. The pleasure to have you in the realm. Where can people find you? What else do you have going on, sir?
Well, you can find everything I write on LordsOfGaming.net.
Oh, that felt good. Ooh, that was crazy. Look at Patrick. He over here. That's where he at, y'all. You can find him here. LordsOfGaming.net. There we go. Continue, sir. Continue. I'm out here promoing.
You can find me on Twitter at Undead3XVI. You probably have me blocked, but
and if you hold on, we're gonna shut it up. And if you got him blocked, stay out your feelings. Stay out your feelings. If you got him blocked, stay out your feelings.
If he was blocked before, he unblocked now.
Let me go unblock you real quick, Undead. Let me go unblock you real quick.
It's okay, Addict. I got you in my backpack for Overwatch 2. It's all good, man.
Oh, that's cool, man. I'm about that life. I carry too many people in Destiny. Let me jump in a backpack.
I'm in there too, because
I'm all about jumping in a backpack.
Yo, I'm in Overwatch backpack too, because they got a story.
And he ain't never gonna play the story.
Look. I've carried Lord Anchorman in my backpack for 3 years across these gaming streets. We
can carry your backpack off show. Let's end this.
Oh my God, the Lords are tired. Continue though.
Oh God,
I want to hear him
2 o'clock.
Yeah, so
what the hell?
Twitter Undead3XVI, YouTube Undead3XVI, do Gaming Perspective podcast with Mr. Samuel Tolbert, Eric Jackson, and Rage Virus as we spout off our nonsense on a semi-regular basis.
When times?
Time. It goes live every Friday now at 5 a.m. Eastern time since we're pre-record. But slowly but surely, I'm figuring out this OBS nonsense, and we may start returning to a live show format again. But
no doubt, bro. Please
keep it tuned for that.
No doubt. Please support my brother in the realm. He's out there, positive brother, doing a lot of great things for the community. And once again, Undead. All jokes aside, really appreciative of you joining the Lords, and we really look forward to working with you on our journey. So salute to you, brother. We're gonna make some magic happen, man, for real. So Lord Addict, Sleepy Addict with the beard, Lord Kit Kat on the breaks, 1 and 2. What's up, baby? Where can people find you? What's going on?
You said MC Kit Kat.
MC Kit Kat, let's get it.
I'm not answering to that. Lord Addict here, first off, I want to appreciate everyone coming to the chat.
Wow.
It's kind of, I'm literally speechless. I don't even know what to say. Maybe it's because I'm tired, but I doubt it. But, I appreciate everyone coming through. You guys were extremely generous at the Super Chats today. I definitely appreciate that. Me and Lord King, we're working on some member stuff for you guys to, give you guys a little bit more of some fun in the chat. We're working on that. You know, we're also working on like a community event thing where you know you could play. Maybe we was thinking about Friday the 13th. Letting subscribers and you know viewers play as Jason and chasing all the lords down. So you know, keeping a looking for that. And once again, I want to appreciate everyone. I cannot tell you how I wouldn't say. I don't even know a word,
Humbling,
but
bro. It's humbling. Yeah, humbling.
It
You were talking, yeah,
to what happened today in this podcast.
Absolutely. Lord Sov, man, good to have you back in the realm always. Where can the fine people find you? And I see you put the stuff up for Dizzy as well.
Yeah, no doubt, guys. Again, yeah, just to reiterate what Addict said, thank you so much, man. Every week we see the growth. Every week we see new faces in the chat. People talking about the podcast and bringing new faces to the fold. So we appreciate that so much. The fact that you guys stay here and listen to our foolishness. This is what it's about, right? So thank you very much for that. And again, as I said last week, and the guy said the week before, Lord Dizzy needs our help. Lord Dizzy's going through a difficult time right now in terms of fighting cancer, and that's our friend and brother. So once again, I put it in the chat. Please go to this GoFundMe. It's $5 or $10, whatever you can do to help out our brother. So
and also the newly married Lord Dizzy.
Exactly.
Salute to Lady Dizzy, Lady Rose.
Congratulations,
the Union, ride or die.
Absolutely.
That is the definition.
Walking the plank.
That is the definition of a ride and die relationship. And I saw the pictures of the royal wedding was fantastic. But I'm sorry, continue. So I just had to shout
No, I forgot about that. Absolutely. Yeah. That's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
So please support any way you can.
No doubt. Lord King with all the smoke, the man talk, and all type of craziness going on.
There was a lot that happened in this podcast.
Phil Dominant shirts and bushes was thrown, and I can't keep up with you, King. What's going on, man?
Well, first thing we can do is you see Skeletor back there. Happy Halloween. If you haven't seen the video up, you can get to see me as a clown. And a lot of you want to call me a clown, so go see me as an actual clown. All right, you see Skeletor there. Go to lordsofgaming.net where you can find my man Undead. Yo, you listen. I want to give a shout out to Undead.
Shout out to your tampering free agency.
This is where wooing works out. You understand? I wooed that man. Woo that man.
I'm gonna need a pause for you, man.
Listen, you can yell out pause all you like. How wooing works. He's right there. He has been wooed, sir. Shout out to
Undead. Did he show up at your door? Undead with a
listen. If I knew he was in Canada, I would have.
And Sade playing.
If I would have remembered that he was in Canada, sure enough, I'd have said, "Hey, Mike, whatever." That's the wrong one.
They don't say mate. They don't say mate, King.
Listen, that lets you know how much I travel. All right, man.
Hey, mate.
Listen. I'm truly. I know we can joke, we can have fun, and I hope we brought some light to your day because you guys brought light to our day. By going into that super chat, and it's not even about that super chat. It's about 300 plus people stood here to engage in my foolishness. Thank you so much for sharing with us, for being with us today. Also, I'd like to give a giant shout out to Graphic God. This is not the only day that we had one acquisition. We had another acquisition. Graphic God is fantastic in the artwork and stuff that he does. Like I said, the Lord Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer shirt is in the Teespring store as we speak. I'm like everybody else. I'm speechless because this started out as a couple of dudes in a house.
Facts.
Playing games. And we was laughed at, we was ridiculed, we was told that we were lying, that we weren't even playing games or whatever we were doing, whatever. But I do have to say that to have that bond, that friendship, to grow into something else, to include you guys,
facts,
that means so much to me.
Facts.
That's why I'm here. That's why I do this. That's why I show you the statues. So somebody probably thought I was bragging. No, I just want y'all to see my love because y'all give that love back to me.
Salute.
So I'm just trying to show that love back to you guys.
Yo, for real, man. Yo, tremendous show. Again, salute to the chat. I like Addict said, just wow, like humbling. We definitely appreciate the love. We feel the love. We're gonna try to continue to give you guys quality content and big things planned for the future. The shows, all that. LordsOfGaming.net is on the rise. We got a lot of stuff cooking. You know the Lords are gonna be at these events, so please check that out. The audio and all that good stuff by my man Lloyd Kaibatsu will be going up later. And of course, tomorrow, Stream Team. Some of the Stream Team members was in here. We saw Old School Style, L Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Petey and MJ the Boss. Tomorrow they will have roundtable with the Stream Team. I don't know your special guest yet, Petey, so you're gonna have to tell the people that with your tweet. I don't know, because you moving out here. Petey's moving, man. They want to be on the show. So it's good to see the growth there. Just again, if you want something of why people get into the YouTube game or why they get into streaming, this is a perfect show for someone getting started, to give you tips, to give you inspiration as to what people have done to get their careers going. And we really appreciate what PD does for the realm. But yeah, man, that's all I got. Thank you guys for sticking with the audio and all that stuff. Addict got to go to sleep. King is about to yell at me. Everyone, please.
And I got to go to work.
Hey, guys, Saul got to go to work. They got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, please enjoy your Sunday. The Lords are out.